Robert here, and I got with me yet another person doing one of their first live streams, Raymond. Those of you from Nerdette's channel have seen him in the comment section so much. This time he's doing his first live stream. Raymond, welcome aboard.
Hello.
Yep, and you are a person who I call one of the sane heads, those who seem to look at things and aren't reactionary, at least not as much as certain others we've seen around here. And it is just so good to finally talk to you, verbally now. And well, tell people about yourself.
Well, how should I begin? Truth be told, I actually used to be one of those reactionary people.
Well, so was I. I'll be honest. I think a lot of us were.
Yeah. And it was actually a pretty recent change in me as well.
Ah.
I would probably say it happened shortly before I subscribed to Tristan's channel.
Ah.
And then after that, after listening to her, reading your comments, reading everyone else's comments. Oh, hey, Tristan. Hi, Hominus.
Yeah, there's speak of the devil.
Yeah, after that, I just started learning more and more and more, and just tried to change my ways a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And well, what kind of stuff did you do as a reactionary? Like, what were the things that really got you all, and what made you change your ways?
The typical Disney Star Wars BS.
That stuff. Bianca's going to be joining us a little bit later, Triss. So, yeah. She's just gone. She's gone off work. I figured since Raymond's here, might as well just get started.
Yeah. So it was the basic Star Wars BS. I was an avid listener of Geeks and Gamers, the Quartering, all of that. Yeah. And what really got me off of it was actually, believe it or not, Doomcock.
Really? Let me guess. He pushed it too far, kept on pushing the same stuff, and you're eventually like, okay, either he's full of it or he's lying, right?
More or less. It's how many times can I listen to Kathleen Kennedy is going to get fired, George Lucas is going to come back and take control, Star Wars will finally be saved.
Yada yada.
Yeah, I've been listening to that shit for like 2 years, and it's just like, is it ever going to happen? No?
Yep.
Well, then shut the fuck up.
Exactly. It's basically you got what I would call wait a minute. Oh, he's on. Apparently, he's live now, dissing Force Adversity. Of course.
Wait, who?
I think she's talking about Doomcock.
Oh,
what a shock!
Yeah.
I'll say this with Force Adversity. Like him when he makes good points. Don't like him when he goes. It goes just to the extreme.
Yeah. Most of his content is just vapid and empty.
But he makes good points. Oh, Geeks and Gamers. Oh, gotcha. Oh. Jeremy. That makes more sense. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, Forced Adversity did kind of steamroll that one guy.
Well, earlier. To be fair, though, if a guy's willing to come on the show, two sides of the same coin. Exactly, Triss. Hey, Triss, if you want to join in, I can send you an invite link and you can join in when Bianca gets here. Let me know what you think. But yeah, though, I mean, I know exactly how you feel. Now, in my case, well, I would say when I said I was a bit of a reactionary, okay, I kind of stretched a little bit when I said that. I was more or less of a, I kind of got caught up with a lot of reactionaries. I never fully joined CG. Never fully joined it, but I was there beforehand. I've said this before. Mm-hmm. I was there before CG became CG. Back when it was England Teen and Weaponized Nerd Rage, some of the earlier guys, and I watched as they, back when they were like, let's group together and start talking about the good old days when comics were good, when it wasn't this, we didn't call it woke shit then. I think we went with progressive shit and everything, and we basically went from there, and then eventually the funny thing is, right when I was about to actually say I'm officially with this group is right when they started getting into the whole, let's make a blacklist. Let's do this and that. It's like, you lost me. Oh, you're working? All right, okay. I had a feeling, figured I'd just throw out the offer.
Have a good day at work, Tristan.
Yep. But yeah, so I watched as it slowly started to deteriorate from this legit good group, this legitimate, like, let's try and get people to listen to us, to, hey, you're a bunch of hacks. Oh, you suck. Oh, what'd you do? Sleep your way up to your position? Oh, they said this. It's once I saw that happen, I'm like, keep me the fuck out of this.
Yeah, way before my time.
Don't make me feel older than I already am.
No, by the time I got into it, I think EVS already wrestled control from you guys.
Oh, yep. I was there when that debate happened. And
I think that was before my time, too.
Right, but when the moment that happened, that's when everything changed. And the funny thing is, Ingleton called out the stuff that eventually happened. You started relying too much on the big creators. You start to, like, you became the tactics, and then war campaigns showed up and just made things worse. And even with them gone, it hasn't improved at all because it basically cemented those tactics. It's like, oh yeah, the group is gone, but they might as well still be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and did you ever observe that stuff happening when they just started to antagonize the creators just so they can get a gotcha moment and say, hey, here's a screenshot of what they said. Make sure you never buy their stuff, even though it's like, you pushed their buttons, asshole.
Yes, and to my knowledge, they haven't stopped.
They haven't. I will never forget. It was it's ironically enough about 2 years ago, but I remember when Yellow Flash started showing off this stuff that from Scott Snyder said in a DM, and that was from 2 years prior, but he keeps on saying, this is why we don't do anything with Scott Snyder. It's like, what? Just the stuff like that. And it's basically these people want excuses to be mad.
That's true. And that's kind of why I just stopped listening to them, because I got sick and tired of being pissed off all the time.
Exactly. And again, there were times where I agreed with them on some things. Now, a lot of those things, I don't even agree with anymore. Like, I used to be one of those things, oh, they replaced the characters. But if I gave it some thought, I'm like, is that really all bad thing? I mean, the only one I will always agree on, and I don't think anyone can ever argue, Riri, pointless, zero story told to her. She set the bad standard. Oh, did I read Venom? Hell yes, I read Venom #1.
Unfortunately, no, I have not gotten to that yet. I'm so behind.
Oh, I understand.
I'm looking at a stack of 33 comics in front of me that I still haven't read yet.
Okay, I'm not that far behind.
Well, to be fair, it's not all just like new comics. These are from like months ago, and other comics that Comics Elite recommended.
Right.
What the hell is in here? Like Beyond the Breach, Broken Souls Ballad. I have all of them. I just haven't started reading them yet.
Have you read Geiger?
Yes, I've read Geiger from start to finish. Loved it.
Loved it. That was just so damn good. It was just. So I guess Trish was also on that chat, and Leo has followed us. It's joined us.
Hello, Yellow Spider-Man, or Leo.
Yeah, Leo, because that was his old name.
Wait, does he prefer Leo or Yellow Spider-Man?
He doesn't mind when Triz calls or I call him it. So
I don't know. Out of respect, I just call him Yellow Spider-Man because that's the name he goes by on.
I understand.
On. Okay.
But do you get any of the? I gotta ask, do you ever get any of the crowdfunding books?
No, but I have actually recently. I've started getting it. Well, not a whole lot. I got the. God, what the hell was that book? Tristan had him on his channel a while ago.
Well, Aaron Lopresti?
It's the guy that had that one old Wild West type style.
Yep. That was Lopresti.
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Leo's fine, he says.
Leo's fine.
Okay. But if you want if you want my recommendation, I cannot push this hard enough. Just go to Iconic Comics and buy their entire, line.
And what was it again?
Iconic Comics.
Iconic Comics. Okay.
Yeah, they're the guys who done Walmart, Black Ops. This is Common America.
Oh, those.
This is Tim. Yeah, Tim Lim, Mark Pellegrini, but also, and it turns out they're part of the same universe. Soul Finder, the Soul Finder.
Soul Finder. Okay.
Yeah, by Doug Ernst. And yeah, they're all part of the same. It just got revealed at the end. Minor spoiler, just got revealed at the end. It turns out Soul Finder's in the same universe. Well, it's not much of a minor spoiler. They already announced that the next Black Ops is going to be a Black Ops Common America Soul Finder crossover. But yeah, all of those are on there, and this is one of the gold standards for how you do crowdfunding. You keep a consistent schedule. You keep on, consistent writing quality and art quality. You keep on doing it, and you build your audience.
Okay, I've just been very hesitant to get into crowdfunding because it's
trust
damn
me,
expensive.
Not these. You would now. Unfortunately, when you get them from Iconic Comics, now they will because you'll be getting the full price. But if you get to the crowdfunding, this hardcover, about $10 with the shipping and handling, which usually is about $15. Think about that. And normally,
I can't hear you. What happened?
Oh, I hit the mute button.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Sorry.
Oh, God, don't leave me alone. I don't want to entertain the entire chat by myself.
You do fine, I think. But, oh, geez. Leo, Tris, you mind explaining what happened in there? Because you piqued my interest. What happened in the Geeks and Gamers? While they're typing it up, I'll be saying no. Like I said, you want a good price. You want to know how much this normally is? Please tell me I didn't hit the button again.
No, yeah, I can still hear you.
$10 normally with $5 shipping and handling.
Huh.
Yep. All you literally said was don't send hate to a smaller channel. Oh boy, I can imagine how that just set people off. I can imagine how that set the Geeks and Gamers off. But yeah, but think about that though. $15 and
what? Wait, what happened?
Look in the chat. Look in the chat.
Oh, hold on. Give me a second here. Help you out, being vicious against you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I said, normally if you get this through Iconic Comics, it's going to be around $30. Without the crowdfunding. But if you do the crowdfunding, well, here's the other thing: you could do it through it, and there's going to be some books like the Walmart book. You can only get it through there, and but some of them, if you wait for the crowdfunding to come out for Black Ops and Common America, you can actually get the omnibuses of their prior books for a cheaper price than you would normally. But if you want with their new installments, like I said, $10 normal with $5 shipping and handling in the United States, $15. That is a great deal for around a 50-page book.
What's it? There's no reason to send hate to force adversity. The size of the channel. Yeah. Of course, they would call her the hater. That's
Again, what has happened to this community?
Everyone lost their collective minds
because they let and this is what you know what the funny thing is. Tris will know what I'm talking about. I predicted this long ago, like almost 4 or 5 years ago now. I predicted exactly this is what would be coming. And I am so upset that I have been proven right so much.
You never wanted to be proven wrong more, have you?
No, because I knew it would get to a point where they would be obsessed with their hatred. They would, tribalism would start to take over. That they would start to focus so much on the crowdfunding that we would be price gouged into oblivion and it's late books, and that you would start to have people who just you would start to have the normal people, the people who actually exist and buy comics, who are not on social media, look at us and look at them and be all like, these guys are a bunch of lunatics.
Yeah,
not
much.
The SJWs, the this whole group. Now again, when I'm talking about the anti-SJWs, I'm talking about like those in the chats for Geeks and Gamers. The fact that that these type of things, they fester in these areas. Now, are there good people? Yes. I will always say that. Yeah, there is no gray area anymore. There's no compassion. Exactly, because they don't want the compassion. They feel compassion is weakness. They think being hostile, being assholes is strength.
Oh, yeah, there's also no redemption because all they ever do
is... Oh, yeah. Oh, good God, yeah. Especially stuff with Kelly Sue DeConnick. It's like, oh, she said this a few years ago. Never forgive, never forget.
Yeah, I still hear that shit all the time. Every now and then I see like yellow flash in my feed and I get that stupid fucking video of his.
I hate his thumbnails. I stopped following him because of his thumbnails. I got so fed up seeing buffed up Ray and all the others. So I'm like, does this have anything to do with your video? No Ray in here? Figured as much. What the hell? You know what I mean? That just really got to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but again, when you have stuff like this, I mean, the funny thing about was like Common America and all that stuff is that loads of fan service, a lot of fan service, and yet it is very wholesome in the writing. Because the thing about the fan service is, it's not in the forefront. I mean, it's not beyond the art, is a better way of putting it. You get what I mean by that? It's like, it's there in the artwork, but it's not like you're having someone go, look at her ass, look at her boobs and all that. It's like, I mean, yeah, you'll have moments like this, but it's also an action pose. You know what I mean? As they're punching the guy.
Very nice.
It's like, what other angle would you see it in, right? Oh yeah, the stuff with Blinky and the female predator. He's probably livid by now.
What? Wait, what? I missed that.
Did you hear? Did you hear about the Predator movie they're now series they're working on called Prey, which is going to be a predator hunting down an indigenous woman back in the old days? And what does that sound like?
Oh my god.
Blinky's fan film.
Oh, okay. Now I see the issue.
Yep. I just got word from Bianca. She's running a little late. Apparently that Star Wars girl did a video about it, and Blinky thanked her for that. All right, yeah, because seriously, everyone is calling this out. They're just like, why? They are being rip-offs.
I still don't understand why they would even make it in the first place. It's not necessary.
They're running low, and although I will say I did not care for how Data Racer said, they're stealing from SJW fanfiction. I'm like, you didn't have to call Blinky that.
Wait, oh no, really?
Yeah, and I like Data Racer when he compiles all those, tweets and everything. Leo, Blinky production. Tristan had him on. He does all those fan films and everything. But
he did that really cool Big Barda fan film though.
Yep, and the Powerpuff Girl one.
Yeah, also really good.
Yep. He does put a lot of heart in it. But he does have an ego. I mean, I don't know if you've seen his stuff. And there's his community post he's done about the Chucky show. And he just said this: watch last night's episode of Chucky. And just like that, my series is 100% non-canon. What a waste of a flashback. This is pretty much the final nail in the coffin. I hate making non-canon films.
But isn't that what a fan film is? Non-canon.
He likes to look at it as his stuff could still fit someone in canon. Like, for example, he says until a flashback proves otherwise, his Voorhees and other prequel fan films could be looked at as canon by his fans.
But they're not official.
They're not. But it's one of those cases where he likes it to be a fanon thing. But I know, like, as close to an official fanon. But once it's made officially, it can never be canon. He's just like, why bother?
Headcanon. Thank you, Tristan.
Yeah, headcanon, exactly. But and so I do feel he has a bit of an ego there. But other than that, yeah, I love his work.
Yeah, I like his fan films just fine.
Yeah, I mean, his Beetlejuice one and everything. But again, just doing it like that, where it's like, well, dude, can it just be your own side canon? I mean, come on, your Powder Toastman stuff, no way is that ever going to be canon.
Nope.
Good God, that thing gave me nightmares. No, is he an SJW, Leo? He does suffer major TDS, I will say that. But he also deals with some major assholes who are far-right people. So it's one of those cases where his TDS is strengthened by idiots. Does that make sense? You know, it's like when you have those who are in Comicsgate harassing someone, and then you're having someone like, oh, listen, they're not that bad, and everyone starts coming in being all assholes about it. It's like, I can't, okay, that's shot. No one's ever going to listen to me now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that? It's that whole, unfortunately, you try to prove the exception, and ends up being the majority. The others join in and make you look like you're, yeah.
BDS.
But
Oh, yeah,
Biden derangement syndrome,
yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But if I could be perfect on, sometimes I feel that with the Biden one, they do go a bit too far. But at the same time, there are sometimes where like he does bring on himself more than Trump does.
Yeah. I mean,
If I have to ask if he's an SJW up there and watching a video of him for 45 minutes, he probably isn't. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, he doesn't really come off as one, at least not as far as
No. That's why I was hitting my forehead when he was when Data Racer said that. I'm like, really, dude? If you don't like Blinky, just say so. But he does great work, and I do separate him from his work.
Yeah, you got to separate art from artist. Otherwise,
Oh,
you can't like anything.
that I don't know if you've heard me say this. You probably see me type this though. That is what drove me permanently away from CG. Was when Tug told me guys like me are part of the problem. I was talking about Donnie Cates and everything, and I try to say, hey, I'm still going to buy his work. I separate art from artists. People like you are part of the problem.
Yeah, I lump him in with Yellow Flash. I can't stand either one of them anymore.
And you know the funny thing I found out about Tug recently is, before comics and all that stuff, he used to review garden appliances.
Yeah, you look all the way back to the beginning of his.
You're like,
I did that recently, actually.
Yeah, you're just like, what? Garden up? What?
I was looking for something in one of his videos. I don't remember what. It's every now and then I go back and look at their videos, and it's like, oh, you said this,
Oh yeah, and
you said this. Why would you say this? And yet over here, it's.
Yeah, but the other thing that also drove me away, it actually does with the I Stand With Vic stuff, was the moment as the trial was going on when I started noticing, wait, there's some stuff here that's not going to go the way they think, but they were like, he's going to be exonerated, he's going to be exonerated, it didn't happen, like, fuck the judge, it's like, guys, Ty screwed up, Ty made some mistakes, you got to accept that. Nope, it was the judge, like, no, Ty dropped the ball royally.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, Johnny's gonna win against the Sun. I mean, like.
Okay, now, but I do think Johnny's case has gotten better going forward currently.
Currently, yes, but I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, back with the Sun.
Yeah, specifically with the Sun, not against Amber.
Oh no, that's gonna. I do think that's gonna, unless something really bad happens.
Yeah, short of
still no appeal. Wait, which one, on Vic or on the Sun? The Sun, that ain't happening.
Wait, what's going on?
No, when Leo asked, still no appeal. I'm asking which one, was Vic or was Johnny? Because with Johnny, that ain't happening.
No, Vic is done, unfortunately.
Yep. And now, I feel bad for Vic though. He did not deserve everything that happened though.
No, not at all.
Now that's a case where I will still say, I am never going to look at Monica the same way. I'm not going to look at... Now, Chris, I can to a degree because I just cannot... Because I've met the guy. Nice guy. Sean, asshole, and even at conventions.
That's the news going around is Sean's an asshole.
Yeah, so Sean, no. Monica, no.
Chris, they also say Chris is an asshole too. I mean, he's nice.
He's nice. I've met him at convention. He is so nice. The fact he's willing enough to always yell out, my Bulba, or stuff like that, right in the middle of the convention. And he gives good advice if you ask him.
Okay. Yeah, again, back in the day when I was a Yellow Flash and Tug viewer, oh man, the shit they would say against Chris.
Yeah. And then, oh God, the fact that you had that whole thing going on where he just did a video of everything. I went back and forth with Leo on it. Okay, I take back some of the hyperbole I did. Oh, rest in peace, Chris Ayers. Agreed. Okay, that's a case where I will give props to Chris Sabat. You know why?
Yeah.
He worked, when they were doing Resurrection, when they were doing Broly, they worked as much around everything they could to make sure Chris could do Frieza. You know what I mean? They worked everything. They held off on a lot of the releases so they can make sure, no, Chris needs to do Frieza for this. Because they couldn't do it for the show, but they could do it here.
God, that was such an amazing movie. I can't wait for the next one to come out.
Agreed. But I mean, seriously, that is something I will always applaud Sabat for. Always was doing that. Was making sure Chris, Ayers did Frieza for one more time. I don't think Chris Sabat would be his last time, but he figured it's a movie. We have a lot more time. We're doing this.
Yeah. That just goes back to, like, I was so drenched in this crap.
Yeah.
I cannot believe
here's what I was going to say. Here's what I was going to say. Was you have the recent stuff where, Ethan does his own series about, there's going to be another lawsuit. The reason why DC's changed its Superman is because they're worried about losing the copyrights and everything. Then Bounty in the Comics does an article, and what do you see then? Yellow Flash doing a video where he looks it over, and he might not be saying all the way, he's not all the way about saying it's a fact, but his viewers are going to look at it as facts. You as a guy who watched this stuff, how many times did you see him read Blinku articles and he's pushing it almost like it's fact?
100% of the time, basically.
Even though he's wording it in ways that says it's not, that's how he's pushing it, right?
Well, yeah, if you look at the comment section, these people just eat it up.
Yep, and they take it as facts, and then they will go off the Tristan's channel or go off to Perch's channel and say, "Nuh-uh, you don't know what you're talking about."
God, Perch, what a trooper that man is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is such a trooper, but you can tell he's getting more and more fed up.
Yeah, I can see, like, I can't even see what he looks like, but I can tell the more gray hairs are showing up.
Yeah, because how many times lately have we been seeing him starting to do videos where he's like, the fact he's so fed up with people saying, but you didn't say, or what you're really saying is, fuck off.
Oh God, that's strawmanning crap.
Yeah, especially once they Ethan just went live at a Samantha Fox concert. Whoop-de-doo!
Yeah, I don't even know who the hell Samantha Fox is.
No idea, but again, yeah, with Perch, he's one of the ones that he and Tristan are two of the channels that keep me going.
Actually, I think I discovered actually Wes first. Then
Wes, but now Wes has lost me.
Yeah, I'm losing.
Here's the thing with Wes. He's been surrounding himself with more and more cynical people, and that's what's made it worse, I think.
Unless he's with Perch, and that's when you get the good.
Oh yeah, when he's with Perch, there was a point where Perch was his semi-regular. He had hardly anyone on. This was before Perch started to do a lot more traveling, and
no, I'm sorry, Leo. I have no idea who that is.
Me neither. But like I said, he started, and so it was Perch regular, and that's when Wes started to actually lighten up and be a bit more open to a degree, to the point where he and I and a few others opened up a little DM chat room on Twitter, and then eventually, Perch started getting busier. He started having other people on more, and eventually he started just falling off and get worse and worse until he now reached where he's at now, and now doing pinned comments of shame just because you disagree with him and all that.
Oh God, yeah, I got
doing that to Tristan. I got that. That's what made me lose it. Was when he did that to Tristan twice in 1 week.
Yeah, that, and also doing it to Comics and Finance.
Yeah, it's like
that really upset me, because Comics and Finance was just telling him, hey, look, here are the facts. Exactly.
He's another one I've been following more lately. There are some times where I think, who? Wes? Yeah, Wes has been doing that more lately, dude. If you disagree with him and he really doesn't like what you say, pin comment of shame and everyone's going to mock you and they're going to start following your channel and start spamming you.
Yeah, unless it's something about, like, wishing his children well whenever they get sick. I don't comment on his videos or
I have avoided commenting on so many videos except for Perches. But yeah, you start getting some of these people. I mean, look at Tristan. She still has a couple of them in her comment section regularly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of the real idiot ones. You know what I mean? Like that Mitch guy.
Mitch guy. That sounds
Mitch Ryan or Mitch something like that.
That sounds oddly familiar. I think I might have had it out with him once or twice.
Yeah, same here. I mean, you've seen me. You've seen how many times I have it out with people. And good God, what? Okay, I'm just going to say it here. What the hell's happened with Simon?
I haven't even seen him in the last couple of days.
Me neither. But yeah, but what the hell has happened? Like, remember, he used to be not that bad.
He used to be rather reasonable. I've had maybe 3 debates with him.
Oh yeah, and you saw even with me. Eventually, he just started getting so fed up with me calling out the anti-SJWs, even though I'm just being a little bit hyperbolic. And then I'm trying to tell him what's going on. He starts saying stuff like, oh, "Just because they hurt your feelings, they're not as bad." Maybe he starts going to that far extreme that really pisses me off.
He resorts to the insults. He resorts to the insults really quickly.
Yeah, not just the insult.
I'm sorry. I
saw that too. But no, but it's when he and many others are saying stuff like, "Oh, but the SJWs are responsible for killing people and pushing them over the edge." And it's like, yeah, the only thing separating them from the extreme anti-SJWs is that the extreme anti-SJWs haven't succeeded yet. Yet being the key word.
Yeah, and.
But because of that, oh nope, ignore all the wrongdoings the anti-SJWs extremists do. Ignore them all because they are not as bad.
No, and their tactics are quite the same, honestly, with the exception of the
success rate is lower.
Yeah, success rate's lower, but they do the same freaking thing.
They do, and to the point when I start saying stuff like and he's all like, "Oh, because they don't like you or because they insult you," it's like. That can have an emotional toll, dude, especially when you're someone like me. I mean, seriously, it was the final straw for me was that whole BS with He-Man Master Universe Revelations.
Oh, I'm like, yeah. Because I saw you did great in that one.
Oh yeah, I mean, seriously, it's just that because I am a huge fan. I mean, you've heard me say it. You've heard me say it so many times how much I love the comics, how I'm seeing the comic stuff in the show and all this stuff. I mean, but at the same time, I openly acknowledge, is it perfection? Hell no. Hell no.
I still thought it was good for what it was. I mean, it was, to me, at least it was on par with the reboot series that Cartoon Network had a while back.
Yeah, exactly. It was on par with that. I mean, now that when people think, oh, Tila took over, there was like maybe 2 episodes where she was the main focus, and the other ones where it was an ensemble piece, but not an ensemble.
I mean, there was an episode that focused on Orko and fucking Evil Lyn.
Evil Lyn.
That was.
And I love that. And I love that.
And I saw the trailer. I guess Orko's coming back.
Yeah, but did you really think he was going to be dead? Did you really think Kevin Smith was being honest about that?
I guess I should have known better.
Yeah, especially when you're going to end up like a big finale and everything. I mean, the way he took such glee in it, it's like, part of me always deep down knew, like, he lying.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I just think Kevin Smith just enjoys fucking with people.
Well, but I do think his little meltdown he had from the backlash was real.
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't think he.
Well, I mean, did you ever see his Facebook stuff? Facebook stuff he did around the time when they went back to shooting Clerks 3. There was a point where, and Liana K pointed out to me, where he had just had like a meltdown. It's like, and she and I are both convinced.
Wait, hold on. There was a Clerks 3?
They're working on it.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. Awesome.
Yep, he's finally getting around to it. And yep, it's focusing on Randall. It's focusing on Randall.
Oh, okay.
Which, if you ask me, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of just played second fiddle to. No, not even second, like third fiddle.
Well, but you also knew, though, if you follow how he was in the first one, it's like, okay, it was fine then. The second one, you already tell he's running into loser territory, but doesn't want to admit it. So coming to the third one, he's basically there, and it's like him trying to climb out of it.
Well, good. About time. It should be told. I enjoy Kevin Smith's films.
Leo, remember, I don't know if you saw it, she said she's at work.
Yeah, she might have things to do.
Yeah, so that's probably why she's quiet at the moment. But
she is a nurse, so I'm assuming she's with patients and all that.
Yeah, so but and Bianca just said 9:15, 9:20 on my end, so about 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, but yeah, it's just with the He-Man stuff, it's like, and then I see the new stuff, I'm like, you further prove me right, but they're like, oh, Tila's getting the focus, like, they're focusing on her being the sorcerer's daughter after all of this time. Something that's been long established in the original show, and that's when it hit me.
And also, even in the reboot, they established that that was important.
Yep. Oh, I got my other friend Ian in here. All right, Ian Miller. Have you ever heard of him?
No. I'd like to meet him.
Hey.
Hello.
No camera this time?
I thought I had it. Oh.
there
we go.
Yep. Hey, Ian, meet Raymond. He's a regular commenter on a lot of videos.
Hello, Ian. Hello. How are you doing now?
Yep. We were just talking a little bit about, we've been going on about all the craziness we've had to endure with, the anti-SJWs and all that. So
what's the new thing? Is there anything new?
Nothing new, just more talking about our history with it.
Oh, okay.
And we were just talking about the He-Man, Master of the Universe Revelations and all that stuff, and how you have the trailer for the second part 2, and people are already making complaints. And I was just about to say I realized something. They just wanted nothing but the character, He-Man and Skeletor beating each other up for all the episodes, and maybe Teela's being the sorcerer's daughter being a footnote or something.
God bless the internet.
Yeah. A few months ago, I said adios, goodbye, sayonara to Geeks and Gamers, Ryan K, Yellow Flash, and many more. Good for you, Hominus.
Yeah, that was more or less me, too.
Yep, I've said goodbye to Geeks and Gamers and Ryan and Yellow Flash, too. I have not looked back.
Yeah, I think the last time I even gave them the time of day was during that whole fiasco with Zack Snyder and their...
Yep. Ian, I know you hardly pay attention to them.
No, they make me too. They're just so angry. I don't get it.
Exactly. That's the problem, though. This whole community has become nothing but like a huge rage pit.
Yeah, until you.
Well, it's a money pit, and they think that rage is their ticket to money.
It's short term, and
I don't know, man. Have you seen Jeremy's fucking car? That thing's pretty hot.
What I was going to say was, the biggest thing of all this, and this is something I know is Easton himself. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Easton relies on the whales.
Yeah.
The big spenders, he relies on those. And the fact that most of those whales came from, you unsub the Star Wars girl? Yeah.
Yeah, she's on that list as well.
Yeah, and although I would apply, there are some times where she and Mecha Random do good videos, like them doing a video on what Blinky's going to, Blinky Production. I mean, Ian, you know about Blinky Production, right? The fan film guy? Oh, he's done some real good fan films. He just did a Spider-Gwen fan film. Okay, you heard about that Predator thing that got announced, right? Where basically it's called Prey. You have a predator hunting down this indigenous woman back in the old days. If you heard, they just announced it. They literally just announced it.
Doesn't sound familiar. Oh, okay.
Yep. Well, he did a fan film based off of that.
Huh.
And not based off of it. He did it a few years beforehand, and they're stealing his idea almost wholesale.
Oh.
Nerdrotic, dude, there's cross-platforming between Easton and Nerdrotic. A lot of those whales come from Nerdrotic.
Yeah, I see the same people in all the comment sections, honestly.
Okay, so Ian, you want to talk about this Kickstarter?
Yeah, it's Kickstarter for a graphic novel by Meredith Finch, who I know she's not super popular because of her Wonder Woman run, but she did an adaptation of
David Finch's wife. David Finch's wife. She did an adaptation of The Light Princess a while back, and it was really great. It was drawn by Renee DeLise, who did Legend of Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm.
And she's doing a new one called Fantasties, also based on George MacDonald, who's very similar to like C.S. Lewis, Narnia type stuff.
Yeah, I'm aware of George MacDonald, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a new Kickstarter. I don't know if it's going to get fully funded, which is why I'm trying to do a little advertisement for it. But
good. Yeah, like I say, the Wonder Woman run was not the worst I've ever seen. Wasn't good, but it wasn't the worst.
Before my time, I I only recently got into comics maybe a year and a half ago.
Yep.
What got you in?
Actually, it was the lockdowns. I used to
But
be
like
a
what
big.
titles and characters?
Oh,
and
what? Oh, it was. Well, if you look at my icon, Red Hood.
Yeah, Red Hood. I noticed that a lot of
Three
people got back
Jokers?
I'm sorry.
That's the three Jokers. Red Hood. He's noticing.
Oh yes, it's just the one I like the most. But
Yep.
no, it's actually the one that what got me back into it was Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Yep. I gotta say, Ian, I've noticed that a lot of people have said that Lobdell's Red Hood got a lot of people back into comics.
Yep,
That's so interesting because I will say I think Lobdell's Rebirth Red Hood was actually pretty good. I wasn't a big fan of
that's
his
actually
52.
where I started. That's where I started.
Yeah, I think the
Rebirth.
Rebirth Red Hood and Outlaws by Lobdell was actually pretty enjoyable.
I know the new 52 one. I think because you had all the freedom he was given is why. I think once you did Rebirth,
Well, it was also the whole edgy thing. Like the new 52 was really consciously edgy.
Right.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I went back and read that after I was finished with Rebirth, and
I did like how he wrapped things. I did like how he wrapped things up with his Rebirth run. You know, from the new 52.
Oh yeah.
Remember how he actually tied up the loose ends? You know, with some of the characters. Well, that spirit lady. What was her name? She was in the sword.
Essence.
Yeah. How they tied back to that, and all the stuff with Trigun and Viscero. I loved his Bizarro. I loved his Bizarro.
Oh, yeah, his Bizarro
was a unique.
That was a unique for Algernon.
Yeah, that was a unique take. Especially once he grew the beard.
Yeah, but then he became Mr. T.
Well, yeah, and I also did not mind his Artemis.
No,
Artemis was really fun.
Yeah.
Did I watch Wes's stream this morning? No, I did not. I've had Chuck on myself, so I gotta say. I appreciate. Here's something I will say: people like Chuck and Aaron Lepresti. I think some people take their words that they say when they do their videos and twist the context or try to say, "See, this is what they're saying." Because I do not blame them. I don't think they're trying to start anything. They're just giving from based off of their own experience. And you got so many people want to take and say, "Oh, look at what he said," and use it as like a new rallying cry or something.
What's the drama with Dixon?
Oh, no, I'm just saying in the past, not recently, but in the past, Dixon has done stuff like when he's talked about how, and he's talking about, now he's bringing up facts, though, stuff like, the people get, they're trying to do what they can to avoid royalties and stuff like that, or the international royalties. And
that's just true, though.
Exactly. But he's also done, when he said some stuff like his own opinions on, like saying it was a lot of the current writers just care more about politics and all that. It's like, some, but not all. But of course, they take it as all of them. He's saying all of them. It's like, shut up, guys.
No, I don't believe that for New York Minute.
Yeah. And now, yes. But so I think when people, because I do love Chuck. I love Chuck's work.
Oh, well, yeah, my favorite character is Stephanie Brown. How can I not?
Exactly. And I want to have him back on so I can talk to him a bit more about Stephanie, definitely. But
I'd be really curious to know if he's followed up with the whole. I mean, because Steph is in Robins and Batgirls now, so she's like having a renaissance.
Big time, and
well, actually, pretty much everyone in the Bat family is having a renaissance right now.
Yep. Oh, Ian, did you hear about what they're saying about why Bruce is going to be disillusioned? It is so stupid.
Oh, what?
According to leaks that Bling Cool showed. And a lot of them do look legit, but this one apparently, a new generation has learned and has developed to not care about Batman, and he doesn't care anymore, so he's leaving.
Yeah.
Is that from Fear State Omega or something?
That's apparently what it's going to be, which makes me wonder, is someone going to give him a big rant saying, "We don't care, you're not scary, you're not doing anything," and he's going to be like, "Oh, they're right."
Huh.
Bullshit.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I have had a chance to read the end of Fear State, and that isn't how Fear State ends for sure.
Okay. So,
but the whole thing about Batman leaving is editorially driven, so I wouldn't blame Tynion for it.
What if it's true though? But what if it's true?
I wouldn't blame Tynion. I think it's like whatever. I know editorial's making him do it, so
yeah, Tynion's already on his way out. I don't think.
I think a lot of the stuff.
I think he cares about what he's doing, but he doesn't have a stake in what happens next, because why should he?
Right. Well, because now, are you talking about the final regular issue or Omega you've seen?
No, I've only read the final regular issue.
So Omega could have it in there.
Yes, Omega could have it in there.
It could. So it's either Omega or Mariko Tamaki's, last issue before she does that big Arkham Tower arc.
Shadows of the Bat. I'm very curious. I don't know what they're gonna do with that because everything's been Parasite related so far.
So yeah, I know. Wait, Shadows of the Bat? Is that the 12 issue thing she's doing, or is that
it's a weekly for 3 months?
All right. But I am curious. I am still curious about that. I am curious about the upcoming event they have next year. One about it's basically it's their own version of Battle for the Cowl. Let's be honest.
Except that Batman's not leaving, and there's not really a hint of Battle for the Cowl. It's just like the Bat family working together. You've got like the Batgirls and Huntress and
right. But that's what people have been theorizing is going on. It's going to be about who's going to be the Batman of Gotham.
So I have two
it's going to be Jace.
I have two responses to that. Number one, we have I Am Batman, so that's kind of an already answered question. Number two, everyone knows that Batman's not dead, so it's not really going to matter.
Exactly. That's why I loved when Tristan said that a lot of DC doing lately is double dipping. They're giving you both the progressive version and the traditional version. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's way better than anything Marvel ever did, which is basically, here's the new version. Deal with it. Old one sucks.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even remotely upset by anything that they're doing with I Am Batman or Aquaman The Becoming or...
Yeah.
Wonder Girl, although I actually really like Wonder Girl.
Oh, yeah, I love Wonder Girls. Now, I got to ask you, Ian, with Jace, why, as it keeps going on, do you think he's getting worse and worse as how entitled he's being?
I think he's the least interesting character in the book.
Yeah, but the fact that he keeps on feeling like, I want to be like Bruce Wayne. I'm Batman because I stand out. It's like... But I'll say this:
no connection to anything else Batman, and Ridley is really not playing well with the other writers.
Exactly. So that's always a big thing, though. Now, here's the other thing: who do you think is going to take over after Williamson? Or have you gotten any inside info?
I don't have inside info. I personally think DC is going to play it cool for the first 2 months because they don't know how well Williamson's going to sell.
And that's probably why they're keeping it to a monthly thing, too, both for his schedule and because of they want to wait and see, right?
Right. I think also Williamson and Tamaki are probably trying to build to the new Bat thing because everyone's talking about how it's building to the new event type thing.
Which the timing would work out right.
Yeah.
But
everything is scheduled. We know everything's scheduled till March, but March solicits haven't hit yet. So I think when we get to June solicits, that's when we're going to find out about the new writer.
Right. Now, do you think Tamaki's going to get promoted? Do you think it's going to be Bendis? Who do you think? Just a guess. Who do you think is more likely? And who do you want?
I don't care. I have historically, as I've told you, not really cared about the main Batman title. It's unusual that Tom King and James Tynion have actually written stuff I really like.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he's one of the crazy ones, guys,
yes,
who likes King.
And
blasphemy.
And Wes would hate you.
Why do you think I don't watch his channel?
Yeah, that makes about as much sense.
Yeah, but that's true. But I'm just saying no. If I'm just asking, who do you think from your own observation? Anyway, I'm not saying who.
My
maybe not who do you want.
feeling is that Williamson's going to sell really well, and they're going to promote him. That's my personal feeling.
So it's going to be similar to Tynion, but it's on a much shorter scale, timeline.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Yes, Thomas, I did enjoy your writing. It was very good, man.
Yep. Yeah, he's done some writing on some of the comments in Tristan's stuff. So.
And he's improved it since then too.
Yep. But yeah, but here's one thing I want. I want more for Jeremy Adams, be it Flash or anything. I mean, have you read his Flash, Ian?
Yes.
Have you been reading his Flash, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and do you agree he deserves a lot more because he has so many ideas?
I think that he's. I have to say that I'm speaking as an outsider. The only time I'm an insider is with Batman, because I read almost every Batman. I haven't really read a lot of Flash, so when I say I really like this Flash, it's the same as me saying I really like a Superman run, because I'm a casual fan. I'm a casual fan.
Gotcha. What about you, Ray?
I'm in the same boat as
Ian.
Yeah.
All right.
But
fair enough.
I really do like Jeremy Adams, so I'm not saying anything bad about it.
Oh yeah, and just talking to the guy. Yeah, the guy talking to him, he's infectious.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, just his energy. Ian, I gotta ask, what have you been thinking about the Arkham City Order of whatever?
So it's well written. It's beautifully drawn. It reminds me a lot of Sandman.
But it is canon if you go by urban legend.
I really don't like the fact that they're trying to get me to feel sympathy for murderers.
True.
And it's not that I don't think you can make me feel sympathy for murderers, but they're not. There's no redemption. Like the thing is, they're trying to get me to feel sympathy for Ten-Eyed Man, who's just unrepentantly sadistic, and I don't enjoy that. Like Killer Croc, Clayface, Catwoman, like they have
Ivy
torment. Mm-hmm. I am still firmly on the Ivy's a villain camp. I don't care what.
That's fair. That's why I'm so glad they're so far having her split. I hope they keep her split.
You know they're not going to, right?
That's unfortunate. I know they already did it once, and then they did it again.
But having them split, it's just so interesting. You get two
perfect.
sides of the same.
You have her humanity that's off with Harley, and you have her villainous side that no longer has any humanity, being a villain.
Yeah, she comes off like a bitch, and that's awesome.
Exactly. It's like, why isn't it, anyone thinking this through? You give everyone what they want. You give the Ivy, those who want Harley and Ivy to be just screwing each other's brains out. And then you have those who want her to be a villain and not have anything to do with Harley. Is it because no one gets a solid victory? Is that it? Well,
I don't know what their logic is. I do think that it makes sense from a storytelling perspective.
Even a marketing perspective, if you think about it. But what about Task Force Z? What have you been thinking about that? Was that surprisingly good?
Which one?
Task Force Z.
Yeah, actually, it has been pretty good. I was surprised because I really didn't like the backup.
Yeah, but the only one I liked was when we found out what happened to Man-Bat. Because that was so tragic. You know what I mean? It's like, boy, the guy can never catch a break, can he?
Yeah, especially after we got that really cool Man-Bat
mini.
Yeah, I love that.
Although that mini was set way back when Justice League Dark started.
Yeah,
the Rebirth version. I mean,
yeah, it took place way before. The ending of that was Wonder Woman recruiting him.
Exactly, which makes me wonder, why did they bother? It didn't tie into anything, or was it just to get people to? Bianca's going to be joining up soon. Was it just done so people can gain sympathy for when they offed him?
Honestly, I just think they got delayed.
True, but that's true, and they're not like Marvel, where if it's delayed too long, they just say never touch it. Well, except for one, I still want that Manhunter Secret History book.
Oh man, I want that so bad.
Yeah, I love Kate Spencer.
I think I'm in the minority. I want that freaking New Warriors book. I think that'll be phenomenal.
The New Warriors book.
I really want to read that just for the
I thought New Warriors was Marvel. No,
he's talking about Marvel. He's talking about Marvel.
Yeah, I'm talking about Marvel. That book has been what? Is it even out yet?
No, it's not coming out.
Every now and then I hear rumblings of it, and I'm like, is this fucking thing ever gonna come out?
Yep, but yeah, Bianca's about to join in just a moment.
Hooray!
Yay, Bianca!
But yeah, though, but okay, Raymond. But what about with Manhunter. Did you ever read any of the Kate Spencer stuff?
Unfortunately, no. I'll put it on my list of shit to read, though. But
yeah, it's really
as I've already told you, I've got like a stack of.
What I love so much, and the only thing that ever pisses me off is the fact that Mark and Draco decided, rather than wrapping up things, not great because he started a new plotline point, he decided to end his series with a 2-issue, whatever happened to Man of Tomorrow type time skip, and just give us the future of Kate. But it raised way more questions.
Excuse me, I'm lost on Manhunter. Is this DC or Marvel?
DC.
Okay.
Just a second.
Well, like those Manhunter robots from the Justice League cartoon? Is that what that was?
Yep, all those books up there. Yeah.
Manhunter. Okay.
Yeah, Kate Spencer.
Huh.
Funny thing is, her gauntlets they're based off of and they're basically the reworked version of Azrael's gauntlets.
Oh, cool. So does she have like ties to Saint Dumas?
No.
Oh,
She's a lawyer who eventually at one point when what was his name? One of the snake-like villains, what was his name? A female version of him was in Arkham.
Copperhead?
Yeah, Copperhead. Copperhead gets off on technicalities, and she decides to hunt. Take a bunch of this tech, an old Manhunter suit, the gauntlets, a staff, and just hunt him down and kill him. She is a very complex character, actually. Because even after she did that, she then has a nightmare of her joining in to save Batman, killing all of his bad guys, and then Manhunter versus Man-Killer.
Interesting.
Yep, but the other thing though is, the reason why I really want them to do the secret history is because they actually brought back the original Manhunter, the one that was in Event Leviathan, and had stuff established, so it would explain. Mark probably would have explained what led up to him going that bad.
I have stayed away from Event Leviathan. Everyone just talks so much shit about Bendis. I have not read much of Bendis outside of his current Justice League run.
Oh man, you got to go back and read 2000's Bendis.
Yeah,
2000s.
But like I said,
where would you recommend I start?
Alias or Ultimate Spider-Man?
I was about to say Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
But like I said, you know what? I would recommend, because it's a bit cheaper than Marvel's Unlimited, just get DC Universe Infinite. This should be on there.
I already have that, so.
Oh yeah, so yeah, just read them all there because it is so good. And one other thing is, this is the book that flat out confirmed that Obsidian was gay. Beforehand,
really?
It was
I thought he was gay before.
No, he was hinted at gay for the longest time. This is the book that confirmed it.
Oh.
Yeah. And this book actually confirmed a good number of things. Like, this is also the one that confirmed that Director Bones was black.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is why it's perfect that Keith David is voicing him in Stargirl.
I have still yet to watch Stargirl.
Oh. Ian, what do you think about that casting? Director Bones voiced by Keith David.
I mean, I think that's a perfect casting. I'm just not a fan of Stargirl.
What?
Wow.
Are you surprised?
Yes, I thought last time we talked that you said it was all right.
I've soured upon it.
What happened?
I don't know. I just thought about it more and I was like, I really wasn't enjoying it.
Aww.
I disappoint, Robert.
Yes, you disappointed me big time. Oh, but the other thing I love about this, though, it helped resolve. Mr. and Director
Bones has
Bones
been black forever and ever.
Yeah, but it wasn't confirmed until, again, Manhunter, when we actually see him put this type of makeup on.
Yes. But that was like in 2008. That was really a long time ago.
Yep. But the other thing I also love is, no, they didn't race swap him. They revealed it. He was never race swapped.
Yeah,
it was just never
skeleton.
Yeah, he's been a skeleton. It was just they never said what race he was, and here it is.
Huh.
Kind of looks a bit like what Keith David could be if he was him, with that on.
I don't really care what Keith David looks like. I like his voice.
Yeah.
Well, duh.
I don't know. I think he's a good-looking man, honestly.
You thought Bones was Latino? Nope. But yeah, the other thing though is I love about this book is it resolved the Wonder Woman stuff in Infinite Crisis. It actually had to be, she went before a grand jury to see if they should try her, and they exonerated her. They thought, nope. And the best part was, and Draco had to be that they didn't need Superman's testimony, because by the time Superman wanted to get involved, the jury was already deliberating. So they're basically saying, sorry, you can't tell them now, but if this goes to trial, you can then say stuff then. But luckily enough for him, they voted nope. She clearly, basically the reason why is they felt, well, if she did it, she clearly had a good reason. She seems too good of a person that she wouldn't just do it all brutally. Korra says was pre-New 52 Wonder Woman. Post Flashpoint Wonder Woman, no, I don't think they'd be feeling the same way. Who agrees, right? Who agrees with me there?
You're speaking Greek to me, man. That's all before my time.
Wait, when did you? Okay, you didn't specify. When did you start getting into comics?
I got into, like I said, I got into comics about a year and a half ago.
Oh,
it was around the time when the lockdowns hit, and
I missed you saying that part. I missed that part.
Okay, yeah. I was before this. My main hobby was movies watching. I would go to the theaters like weekly.
All right.
And when all the theaters closed down, I kind of lost a hobby. All I had left was like video games. So
you weren't going to do any streamings or anything?
No, I was way too nervous and shy to do anything like that at the time. So I ended up thinking, okay, what else do I like? And I'm like, well, I just finished playing Arkham Knight. That's pretty fucking cool.
Good.
And I'm like, Red Hood's pretty fucking awesome. And I remember I really liked that animated movie. So I'm like,
oh, yep. Oh, how did you feel me having Judd on my show?
Oh, I was so happy, but pissed off at the same time because
you couldn't watch it because live.
I was at I watched like the first half of it, and I got and I got the Red Hood parts, and I was happy about that. But I couldn't watch the whole thing because I was at work.
Yep. Ian, did you watch my interview with him?
I forgot.
It's still there.
Blasphemy.
But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. But wait, when did you start joining the Geeks and Gamers stuff? Was that before you got into comics?
Before. It was actually right around the same time as Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Oh,
That's what started it for me. Before then, I wasn't really into the whole geekdom, fandom, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go watch The Last Jedi with my parents, and I'm watching the movie, and I'm like, something's really wrong here. Hold on, someone's at my door.
No problem.
Give me 1 second.
Yep. Yeah, just mute your end. Oh, I'll do it.
I need to pull up this thing because I completely forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Okay. I will cue it up.
Okay. Cue it up on. Oh. Which book was that? Was Mr. Bones reveal? Manhunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never until that point.
Suicide Squad crossover, wasn't it?
No, the thing was Manhunter. It was just a regular issue.
Right, but I thought that Amanda Waller was one of the reasons that he was talking about.
Oh, yeah, right. You're back. Yep. Again, I don't think they ever fully revealed his ethnicity or anything because they never showed his face until Manhunter, I think. Manhunter was the first time.
Why are they talking about Greta Thunberg?
Malala and Greta Thunberg.
Mother Teresa. What? You guys have lost me.
Yeah, you guys went on your own little adventure. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I have no idea. What the heck are you guys
going on there?
But hey, Ray, you mentioned with Star Wars. I gotta show you something else I've got.
Oh, okay.
I'm full of surprises of all the stuff I've got.
So what? He's also a big Star Wars fan too.
Yep.
Multifaceted.
I am a Star Wars fan of the old pre-Disney stuff.
Oh, you're gonna hate me for this, Robert, but I've never read any of the Thrawn trilogy.
Thrawn.
Yeah, see, I can't even pronounce it correctly. Oh, you got it signed?
Okay, Robert, you want to really nerd out? I got the Barnes & Noble special edition.
You mean the third one?
No, this is the first one in the Barnes & Noble edition.
Oh, nice.
It's black.
Okay. Oh, nice. Triss, she's coming. I don't know what's taking so long. No need to riot, Triss.
I know. I'm going to
I'm going to riot too. Down. I want Bianca.
Yeah, exactly. Burn it down.
I just told her, I'm like, where are you? Everyone wants you.
Bianca.
I'm also really sad because, you know, the original. So this is the new series. They had the blue pages.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, at least only for this one.
The first printing. But the second one, I actually got it from England, and they have red pages.
Oh, yeah. Here's just regular white.
Yep, mine are red. But they're not doing a third one. They're not doing the third special edition. I'm so sad.
Ah, darn. But yeah, seriously though, I've gotten all of the audiobooks. If it's Thrawn, because here's the thing, Thrawn, my number one favorite villain of all time.
That's what everyone keeps saying. I know nothing about him outside of when he appeared in Rebels.
I'm personally a Mara Jade fan. That's one of my favorite things.
Oh, Mysteries of the Sith, one of my favorite games. Because it's Mara Jade.
He has a really good voice actress in that too.
Oh yeah, I just love that. Like, I ain't gonna work for you, or like, tell him to back off. Back off. You know what I mean? Just the stuff like that, and yeah, really hammy voice too, though. But that was the only time we ever got a proper voice for her, wasn't it?
There's a couple other times they had voices, but I think that's probably the best one.
Yeah. Okay, seriously, where is she? She said she was turning on her laptop like around 9:20, and it's already 9:33.
Yeah, good lord, we've been at this for an hour now.
Well, again, work kept her late because, according to her, customer wouldn't leave, and then finally, they got there, and they left, and she was able to head home. So, work-related stuff, it doesn't always suck.
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
Oh, trust me, I used to work at Sam's Club for almost nearly 10 years. Now I'm at IBM. That's a step up.
Oh, nice. I do freaking security, so.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to agree with Ominous. Okay, let's face it. The sequel trilogy had only one job. One job!
Wait, what was the one job?
To tell a story to keep it going and wrap things up. And you can't deny Rise of Skywalker didn't wrap things up. We just didn't want to wrap it up that way.
That's the thing, is people don't understand. Like, some people understand how to do a good send-off or final sacrifice. And the thing is, The Last Jedi actually has a great last sacrifice. It's just that the last sacrifice is given to frickin' Holdo.
Seriously.
Yep.
If you're going to kill off Leia, you should let her do the hyperspace ram.
Or the travesty that was General Akbar's fucking death. Or Admiral.
Oh my goodness, so stupid.
Oh god, and the fact, I feel so bad for the actor. I feel so bad for the actor. How Rian Johnson and his crew just made it a joke. Oh, I heard a beep. Where is she? There she is.
Bianca!
Yay!
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh,
hey, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. Everyone's ready trying to riot if you didn't get in.
Oh, yeah, I got my...
That tells you how much they love you.
Exactly.
I just really hate my laptop so much. The Discord app wouldn't even open.
Oh, bro. But hey, you're here now. We've just been, shooting the shit, like the title says. We were just talking a little bit about Star Wars, but did anyone saw Luke and Han together? Nope, they never did, and that's one thing that pissed Mark Hamill off so much.
Wait, they never.
Why would you not do that?
Wait, those two had a scene together?
They never did.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. Oh, God.
Yep. Even Hominus, Bianca. People love you, B.
As we should.
Yes.
But and unlike that one idiot who tried to make her feel bad earlier, right, B?
Yeah, I think he was like old or something.
Yeah, basically in Liana K's Shang-Chi video, he started making comments about, who wants this, and Bianca tried to bring in saying like who watches the old stuff like Breakfast at Tiffany's. Bianca tried saying a lot of people. Well, who would? And he started taking her literally when she said a ton of people. She only named a few. You didn't name a ton, so obviously you don't know what you're talking about.
That is super weird. Why would you? That's so confusing.
I even explained like because it's available online, like even able to purchase or rent on YouTube and watch it on Netflix. He said that was invalid because who would want to watch old movies when new ones are available?
This had to be a kid. This had to be a kid who thinks that, or some Gen Zer who thinks, why should I have to watch the old stuff? So, which tells me he's the type of guy who thinks.
Zoomers.
Yeah, he feels like he's the type of guy. You know what? Tell me if you all agree with this. He sounds like the type of guy who feels like nothing came. There was no action. I wouldn't be surprised you would say there hasn't been a female lead until Captain Marvel because he never watched the old stuff.
That's so stupid. There's been so many great female action heroes.
But they never watched it because in their eyes it's old.
How dare you not fucking mention Ripley, you asshole?
Oh heck! If you want someone that's a bit closer,
Sarah Connor, you idiots.
Oh yeah, well, you're going with the classics. I would say this at the very least.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale in a leather condom.
Oh yeah.
I just got the ultimate collection of all the movies.
Oh,
nice.
Man, suck my blood.
I've had this. This is a complete adaptation of the first movie, all in a small, that came in the DVD set.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. Everything right up until the very end.
Wow.
Although the series kind of lost me after Rise of the Lycans.
Well, but now.
I like the ideas of the 4th and 5th movie, and I think 4 was actually a decent movie, but 5, I don't know what was going on with that one. I saw 5 was the only one I saw in theaters, and I was real pissed off because the person next to me was taking flash photos of themselves at the midnight premiere. What are you doing?
What?
Better than what happened to me in the Suicide Squad movie,
what happened?
The recent one that just came out. So there was nobody at the theater, so it was in front of us was a really loud couple who kept yelling at every single thing that happened, and then my cousin was telling me, they kept loudly making out throughout the entire movie, and I was like, I was trying to focus on the movie so hard, I guess I gladly missed all of that noise.
Inappropriate.
I think I probably annoyed all the people in the theater when I went to go watch Antlers a couple weeks ago.
I'll say this about the last two movies. I think that one unfortunately suffered from just a lot of cast, dropping out or not able to join back up.
Yeah.
What is Antlers? I kept thinking about deers.
Well, Antlers.
That was a new movie. That's a new movie.
It's a new. Well, it's not really so much a horror film as much as a drama film. It's got horror elements in it. It's about
supernatural. It's supernatural.
Yeah, it's about the Native American folklore creature, the Wendigo.
Wendigo!
I wouldn't have gotten that from Antlers.
Yeah, because the Wendigo has antlers.
Well, proper Wendigos have antlers.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're a comic person, you're going to keep thinking the Marvel Wendigos, which are just Sasquatches.
Yeah, but still, Antlers is actually a phenomenal film.
So I've heard.
Yeah, it's really good. Its main theme is trauma of the two main characters, the little boy and his teacher.
Mm-hmm.
We love trauma.
Better than saying you love. Better than saying you love trauma.
It's I guess it's. I think I liked it better than Malignant, but I liked Malignant because it was hilarious to me. That movie was so off the frickin' rails that I just couldn't stop. Especially that fight scene in the police station, I just couldn't stop laughing.
Did it surprise you when Tristan said how much he liked it?
No, I liked it too. In fact, her video for it is the reason why I even gave it the time of day.
All right, that's fair. That is fair. Okay, question. Who here has been a Bond fan, or at least a Bond watcher? James Bond.
Only sort of. I love Casino Royale, and I like Goldfinger, but that's about it. Oh, and I also think that the first half of Die Another Day is a great first half of a movie. It's just the second half is terrible.
Wait, even the fencing?
The fencing was terrible. Like, you do not...
No, that's in the first half. That's in the first half.
That's where it goes off the rails for me, because that's bad fighting.
And that's barely even the first half. That's like the first quarter.
No, it's pretty close to half.
All right. But anyway, you were saying, Ray?
Yeah, I'm not as big into Bond. I mean, the most Bond I've ever viewed or watched was actually not even viewed. It was like I was playing the GoldenEye video game with my friends. That's it.
The old N64 one or the remaster?
The 64 version.
All right. What about you, Bianca?
I only watch Austin Powers.
Yes. A woman of culture.
I see you're a person of culture. Well, me, because I just got the collection. I've been watching through them. I've gone just up to Diamonds Are Forever. Hopefully, by the time I get to through Spectre, No Time to Die will be out on Blu-ray.
The only old Bond I've seen is From Russia with Love.
Yeah, I think
that's... You said Goldfinger, too, though.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
I thought you said
No, GoldenEye.
Yeah, you said...
GoldenEye.
Oh, big difference. Funny thing about GoldenEye, you do know that's actually the name of the place where
Ian Fleming had like
he lived. Yeah, he lived
or something.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the beginning of both of those films, and that's about it.
But
so
again,
do you think they're gonna?
Well, they are going to replace Bond, obviously.
Well, obviously, but how do you think they're going to replace him? Are they going to go with another
They're not going to go
white
with a
British
woman,
dude, or they think they're going to?
They're not going to go with a woman. I think so long as Barbara Broccoli is in charge, they're never going to go there. But as far as them, if they go for a black one, I would not be against that. I'll be honest.
They waited too long. They can't do Idris Elba.
Oh, that's bullshit. I would prefer to Idris Elba over anyone, really.
Yeah, but he's
so old now. He'd be like 60-year-old Bond.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Have you seen him in Star Trek Beyond? I'm sorry, no.
No, but I saw him in Dark Tower.
That would have been the end point for him of doing it.
Oh God, I hated that movie with a passion.
I will. From what I understand, the only plus you could give it is that it's just in a new time loop at least. So it's not like a full adaptation, but that makes it worse. It makes it canon.
Yeah, but I went into that not even knowing about the book. I didn't read the books. I read the books afterwards. But just from a film standard, it was lame.
I bet.
This is what people have said. I did it.
So, but I would say, what did you think? If you probably the cat's been out of the bag about Bond of them killing him off, and I say this, given how Craig's movies have been, very, one big story arc, it made sense. Only for that version, though.
Yeah, I think it also is because Craig really wants to stop making them, and if you left him alive, they would keep trying to make him come back.
Oh, especially Barbara Broccoli. She's the reason why he got the job in the first place. She banked everything on him.
Release me, woman. I want to make other things.
And he openly said he felt Spectre was a good endpoint.
But what if I die this movie?
Yeah, and the way it happened, boy, that has made so many, even the most diehard of the Bond YouTubers I've watched say, they've said they love it up until the last 30 minutes.
So I have not watched the new one. I'm probably going to see it when it hits DVD, but I know what happens, obviously.
Right.
But why was it so bad?
It's because it's so railroaded, and the bad guy's plot makes no sense, and how he basically
plots in Bond movies never make sense.
No, but he's the only one who never explained his plot. He's the only one.
A villain monologue?
Nope.
Oh.
And that's what makes it worse. You're like, because up at this point it was revenge on Spectre, completely understandable. because of what they did to his family. But then he decides, I'm going to do it to this whole world. It's like, how do we get from here to there? How do we get here?
Is that the Rami Malek character?
And now, going back to about when people here, No Time to Die is another example of people claiming it was going to be woke. It wasn't. I've actually seen it. It's not woke at all. Even when you have the female,
it does not sound very woke. That is what people are saying to me.
I know. Now, you would think going into it, and there were people, some of the YouTubers I've watched were a bit hesitant going in. They were like, given all the stuff they heard. But once they saw it, they're like, okay, maybe a few things here and there, but for the most part, no, it's not woke. Unfortunately, you have all the usual anti-SJW YouTubers that are like, oh, God, it's so woke. Oh, it's bombing because it was woke. It's like, shut up.
I haven't even heard what their reactions were to it yet.
Are we talking about the new Bond movie?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading the chat to see how much I missed. I missed a lot, apparently. You guys talked about Chris Ayers?
We talked briefly about it. Yeah.
Oh, he's my favorite.
Yeah, Frieza from Dragon Ball.
I know him as Shinken Takeda from Sengoku Boss.
I've wandered into Weebland.
Which everybody should watch, by the way.
You've wandered into anime dubbing land. But
they know more than I do.
But I've shown this to Ian once, but Bianca, Ray, you want me to recommend some really good, really great, very mind trippy series that's from Image?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Again, I'm just showing off my collection. You probably realize.
Of course.
We showed off our Timothy Zahn Thrawn books before you came.
Yes.
Common America?
Yep.
I already showed that off.
Vanity is still becoming.
I don't remember if I got my 4th volume in. Wait, did I buy the 4th volume? I have to check on Kickstarter now because I think I'm behind.
I got a couple of stuff actually. First of all, this one is just for dumb fun. Bomb Queen.
Oh my gosh, I thought it said something else.
But you see, this has gratuitous violence, gratuitous nudity. This has so much of it, but it's such a farce. Heck, the most recent miniseries is out during the election, and the fight scene is that the guy who does it, Jimmy Robinson, he pokes fun at both sides.
Nice. That's the best. Gesundheit.
Suck.
Yep, yeah, he just makes fun of both sides on things. But the other one, this is the one that's really trippy. Godland. It's basically Jack Kirby if it was done through a Sid Vicious. Basically, if Jack Kirby was...
Can you hold that a little closer to the camera? I can't see what the hell that is. Oh, okay. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Boulder Kirby Crackle.
Oh,
yep,
man.
done by Joe Casey and Tom Scololi. But yeah, I mean, hold on.
Wait, what did Leo say about me? He says that he doesn't want me seeing the chat because he talked about me. What'd he say?
Nothing.
Wait, he said stuff about you? Leo, how could you?
Am I about to throw some fisticuffs right now?
Anyway.
Oh, shit's about to go down.
Are you ready to tussle, bro?
But
you want to pop in the chops?
But Tom Scololi also did this.
Transformers versus G.I. Joe. Now that I've heard of, but I have never read it.
Oh,
Never
it
heard
is
of that.
so...
That's amazing.
Oh, it is so incredible. But basically, it takes it, but without any worries about two continuity, you know what I mean, right? Like 2 ongoing series. Yeah. None of that, so it's completely off the rails.
Okay.
For example, in this one, Snake Eyes originally talked until he got scarred.
Oh, is that the reason he doesn't talk?
No, not normally. I'm just saying in this version.
Did he get? No, I thought he got shot in the throat.
Or slit in the throat.
Or slit in the throat. Yeah, something with the throat. Someone slit his throat or shot him.
But here's how he is in here. Ian, take a look.
Two-Face or Jonah Hex.
Yeah, that's kind of like that because he got blasted in the face.
My gosh.
But the
I thought
funny
he
thing
was
though-
just a strong silent type.
But the funny thing though is, you know what the final issue is after the main mini wraps up? They eventually does a special issue, which is Transformers versus G.I. Joe, the official comic book adaptation of the movie. So basically the joke is it's a adaptation distillation of a fictional adaptation distillation of a wacky out there crossover.
How would that concept even not the that, but how would the concept of G.I. Joe versus Transformers even work? Wouldn't the Transformers just steamroll everyone?
You would think, but they actually. I mean, the fact is, like after the Free Comic Book Day issue, which ends with a very Frank Miller moment.
What in the world?
This is after Snake Eyes got blasted. You see what I mean? No, it's very Frank Miller-like. But then after that, one of the first thing they do is they actually take down Soundwave.
How?
Hold on. They basically used like a special satellite that blasted him into oblivion.
I have never seen Transformers taken down so easily.
Well, to be fair, it was a tough fight, and they had suffered a major loss beforehand. And but eventually he gets rebuilt by Shockwave, who in this version is Soundwave's brother.
What?
It's like I said, it takes the content, the lore, and just turns on its head. But the biggest one of all though is that Megatron has received and has stolen the Matrix of Leadership. He's already decimating everything, and in this version, he has control of Primus, which is still Cybertron, but there's no Unicron here. Instead, you want to know who the other brother is?
Oh God!
It's hold on. Earth as Atlas. Earth is a Transformer.
Oh God in heaven! So this is where Michael Bay got it from.
What? Oh my God.
No, to be fair, Transformers Prime also teased with the idea of Unicron being Earth.
Yeah, but they did it better.
But yeah, you just have all this stuff going on, and it's like I said, it's just balls to the walls insanity. But it is so good. It revels in it. You know what I mean?
So it basically knows what it is.
Exactly. It knows what it is. And a brother from another mother. More like brother from another bot.
I realized I didn't say hi to the chat. Hi, Hominus. Hi, Leo. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Ian. Hi, Robert. Hi, Raymond.
Hi.
Hello,
Are you using
friend.
that? Are you using that mic I recommended?
I am. Thank you very much for that, by the way.
Yes, it's very inexpensive.
I can imagine. But yeah, though, just so as you can definitely tell from what I've been showing off, I've got quite a collection. I mean, just look behind me.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
I can hear. It's like I can hear your wallet screaming.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. It was not cheap. Thank God now over there, because of how many I do, I actually have a bookshelf full of my floppies. My floppy comics.
I wish I could have something like that, but I live in a crappy 1-bedroom apartment, and there's not. I don't even have enough room for long boxes. I got short boxes.
Ew.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. But I live in California, so everything's taxed with shit.
Yeah, yeah. But one of the other books I've got that I really love reading was Usagi Yojimbo TMNT, the collection, which I had Kevin Eastman sign.
Wait, Yojimbo? How do you pronounce that?
Usagi Yojimbo.
Usagi Yojimbo.
Okay.
You know who that is, right? That's the bunny samurai.
Yeah, I've seen it around. I've never bothered with it. It just didn't look interesting to me.
I have only one comic. It was like a mini series for Free Comic Book Day that somebody was selling, so I bought it.
but trust me, the Ninja Turtles crossovers are so good. I know if Tristan's still there, she hates me talking about the Turtles.
I can sing almost every single theme song from like the 80s to the 2000 12
I like
version.
I like the TMNT cartoon. What the hell? From the early 2000s, the one that was on Fox, I think.
The 4Kids version.
Yeah, the
For-
4. Yeah,
it was
I
on
like
4Kids. It was on Cartoon Network. It was
Yeah, I like that one.
Nickelodeon. That was my favorite one.
I would say though, I did not. I both.
Maybe you're trash,
Of course.
Tristan. Maybe you're trash. Trash
them
taste.
fighting words.
And she doesn't care for Power Rangers either.
I know. Don't read Radiant Black, Nerdette. They made a Mighty Morphin reference on there.
I am so behind on Radiant Black.
I bought the entire volume, and if there's another volume,
I would say about Power Rangers. Their storytelling's gotten a lot better ever since Hasbro bought them, because because they want more toys. They're telling them, go with whatever crazy lore stuff you want.
I stopped watching Power Rangers a long freaking time ago.
Oh, I haven't. I have only just kept onto it from an outside. I have not been watching it at all. But guess who they brought back from the dead?
Zed. I already know about it.
Yep.
Yeah, they brought Zed back.
Yep.
Lord Zed is back.
And I'll say the voice they've got, given how Robert Axelrod is no longer with us, is not a bad replacement.
It's not Shredder.
Power Rangers, I said, not Ninja Turtles.
Although they did have that one crossover that one time.
And also with the no wait.
Look what Hominus just said.
How dare you? The Shredder kicked Batman's ass. It was legendary.
It was legendary.
I don't know. That tie-in crossover?
Yep.
Wait.
I love that crossover.
I've only watched the animated movie.
It's all right of an adaptation. Okay, Ian, what did you think of that crossover?
Obviously.
I haven't read it because I'm not a TMNT guy.
Listen, you don't have to be.
I'm just disappointing Robert all over the place
today. Again, you are constantly disappointing me.
I'm neutral towards TMNT. I'm not as big of a fan as I used to be, but I still
used to be.
Okay. I'm such a big fan.
Okay, what are you a bigger fan of, Ray? Okay, Ray, what are you a bigger fan of? Transformers, He-Man, Ninja Turtles, or Power Rangers?
Honestly,
by comparison.
Oh, by comparison. Okay, I was going to say I was neutral towards all of them.
Chris, you are cracking me up.
Yeah, I was never the big. I watched, the cartoons, and when I was a kid, and that's about as far as I got into the mythos.
What's which? I just gave you a
Any of them. Any of them.
Power Ranger wasn't a cartoon.
The last Transformers that I watched and liked was Prime.
I'll say the last one I ever watched in full was, well, I'll be honest, Beast Machines.
Oh, God, don't remind me of that crap.
Yeah, Beast Wars was so much better. But can you believe the number of comic creators they had involved was that? Yeah. I mean, Marv Wolfman was the showrunner.
Better times.
Oh, Leo, how dare you?
How dare you?
Oh boy, this is a blast. I love these type of streams where we're just, again, we're shooting the shit. We're just, having fun. Tris, you should be in here. It's so bad you're at work, Tris. You should be in here.
She's at work?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for the Zoomers in the chat and the stream.
I'm not a Zoomer.
I know. I'm talking about Ray and Bianca. Have you watched Firefly?
I've been hearing people talk about it recently.
Okay, you have to watch Firefly.
Wait, is it a movie or a TV show?
It's a show with a movie follow-up. Serenity.
My mother's a big fan of it. That's about it.
Wait, which streaming site?
Okay, have you watched The Mandalorian?
Nope.
No.
Oh!
Well, if you like The Mandalorian, you will like Firefly because they're both space westerns.
And it's probably one of the few things. It's one of the few things you can say Abrams did good without any controversy.
But I love Star Wars.
You don't like westerns or space?
But I love Star Wars, and that's weird. That's the only.
Which is basically Star Wars is basically a western.
Star Wars is very western.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird because that's.
Leo, just because it got canceled doesn't mean it's not good. I mean, hell, one of my favorite shows that followed one of my favorite movie series was the Tremors show.
Oh wait, what streaming site was Firefly on? Did we say?
Is it on a streaming site?
I could have sworn I saw it recently.
Kristen also talked about it with me.
Hulu.
Okay, so just go on my sister's account. Got it.
Yeah, but like I said, the Tremors series. Have you guys ever seen anything Tremors related, be it the movie or the show?
I love
Never
Tremors.
heard of it.
Never watched the show, but I watched every single movie.
Even the later ones?
I've watched the later ones. I honestly, I honestly cried at the end of the last one.
Yellow Spider-Man, I just did a long blog about 10 shows that got canceled, and they're all great, and you should watch them.
It's honestly, a lot of shows have gotten canceled, and yet they still hold up. Danny Phantom got canceled, and yet it's something you should watch.
Yeah, but at least Danny Phantom had a good series finale, though.
True. My Life as a Teenage Robot got canceled.
It got canceled?
Oh, okay. Ray, have you ever seen any of the stuff I've shown when I've shown off some of my own creations? My original stuff?
I don't know.
It's going to be 2 hours more.
No, it won't. No, it won't. No. Come on.
Okay, your best shot, bro.
Okay, first of all, how much do you know about My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Only that my mother was oddly fond of it.
What? Seriously?
We need Raymond's mom on the stream. That's what we need.
Well, I came up with my own character that basically started off as a fan fiction continuation with it, but then basically I've made her my own character.
Oh, okay.
Her name's Jewel.
The designs are pretty cool.
But do you have like videos on that I can check out later?
No videos.
Damn you.
Photos he has on file.
Yeah, but I've had a lot of comic creators work on them, including, hold on, Phil Jimenez, hold on, oh, come on, Phil Hester, Nate Lovett, don't know if you heard of that guy, Katie Cook, I'd have to zoom in on that one, Joe Prado.
Am I supposed to be singing something? I'm sorry.
Crud! You guys haven't seen us sing, have you?
I was like, wait, why are you naming it without showing it?
Oh, okay.
I am so sorry.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. Like, what
There's
the hell is
going on?
Hold on. There's the Phil Jimenez one. Hold on. My bad, everyone. Hold on. I hate when I do that. I hate when it happens. Oh, come on.
We believe in you, Robert.
I'm trying to do it, but for some reason my mouse has been wanting to do every one click has become a double click. There's the one. There's the original design.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah. There's Joe Prado's.
That's really nice.
Before he retired, George Perez.
Some of these were quick sketches.
Some of them. You want to know when but that one wasn't.
No, I'm just saying to some of them you told me before that were quick.
Yep. But this one though is a quick sketch, but it's one of the best ones. Oh, come on. Oh, geez, I exited out of the out of things. Hold on a second. Like I said, I'm really getting tired of my mouse for some reason acting up the way it is.
I'm tired of my computer acting up the way it is.
Time for an upgrade, Bianca.
I don't have the money.
How much is a computer these days?
This was a free one.
Ooh, that one's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, Phil Hester doing that one. Also one of my villains. Hold on. Here's the initial sketch of him. His name's Lord Viscero. And And one of the best ones was by Norm Rampman.
Ah, the classic inker.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Why does he look like something out of Soul Reaver?
I don't know, but he's an intergalactic warlord. And here's him. That one image I did of Jewel, same artist here. His name's Destikim. This is Viscero against one of his rivals, Demetria.
Oh, that's where your icon.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I was wondering.
Yep, those are my characters. But the thing about Viscero is very complicated character, very complex. Oh, on. First of all, oh, come on. Tim Seeley.
Ooh.
Which surprised me a lot.
I doubt he recalls drawing this one, but Dan Fraga. Which, once I found out he joined CG, I was like, ugh.
Wait, the current iteration in CG or the old one?
Current one.
Ew.
Oh, if you're a Batman person, Norm Brayfogle did this for one of my villainesses, Assassina. Unfortunately, he got it mixed up. The mask was supposed to be on her mouse, and he got it mixed up, but I didn't have the heart to tell him.
It still looks nice.
So, Yannick Paquette.
Wow.
Yeah, so big I couldn't do it. I had to do a photo of it instead because I couldn't scan it in. Oh, one of the best ones I've ever had. My character Ninjetta. Hold on. Done by Ron Friends. Hold on.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've had just... Oh, and also I've had Billy Tucci do a drawing. And it works because I didn't know he did She when I had him do this. Oh, come on. There we go. That was one of my first commissions I ever had done. What do you guys think? Did you say anything?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm studying the artwork.
Oh, and here's one, Ryan Stegman. Funny enough, this was before he became a big name.
Huh.
Most he had done was the She-Hulk backup story during Incredible Hulks.
She-Hulk.
Yeah, and then so this was right before, and so it was much more reasonably priced. That's when he started doing Spider-Man. That was the Kane Spider-Man series when he was Spectacular Spider-Man. Is when he started jacking up his prices.
Boo.
Yeah. Oh.
No price jacking.
Yeah. It's like once they become big names, they just jack it up.
I mean, they got to make a living.
Well,
Yep.
so long as they jack up and not jack off.
Yep. Derek Robinson did this.
Hey, we're not talking about Greg Land here.
But what do you say about that? Was Derek Robinson?
What was the question?
No. What did you think of that artwork?
Oh, beautiful as always.
Yeah, they've all been good.
Aaron Lepresti.
At least better than me because I can't draw.
I cannot draw worse crap. Oh, this one might get your attention, Ian. Perez.
Oh,
He did some of the
nice.
the Batgirl, Stephanie Batgirl stuff.
I forget. Is he still on Spider?
I don't know. But yeah, though, I mean, those are most of the ones I've gotten by commissions. But yeah, the stuff I've come up with, like, I have so many ideas, so many characters in my head. Oh, that character Assassina. Here's one version my friend drew of her.
I love the fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks
She's a
really
Jinn.
evil.
She's a Jinn, but more going by the Middle Eastern version of a Jinn.
Oh, so the one that kicks you in the nuts when she gives you a wish.
No, not the ones that create wishes. These are more spirits.
Ah.
And then here's another one. But yeah, I mean, again, I've just come up with, so many ideas, and my friends have helped drawn so much of them that we one day want to actually make this our own thing.
This reminds me of Aku from Samurai Jack.
Oh, I love a coup.
Oh, speaking of which, more of the fan fiction stuff. One of my favorites I did because it was based off of a fight I had happen in my stories. Okay, who here knows about Avatar: The Last Airbender and Kim Possible?
I know Avatar: The Last Airbender, and once again, my mother was a Kim Possible fan.
You didn't like Kim
Impossible is great.
I have never watched it.
I listened to it.
Don't watch the live action crap.
There was a live action?
There was.
What did you say? What do you
What?
think?
Oh,
That's
shoot,
really
I didn't-
good.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
She goes
she goes versus Azula.
Oh, that... God, I hope... That should have happened.
Oh,
There should have been some kind of crossover.
you want to know?
Disney
Well, you want to know?
crossover?
You want to
Yeah,
know
what-
another crossover that would have so killed Gray Griffin's voice?
Nice.
Zula Shigo.
No, Sam, Azula and Sam.
Yeah, from Danny Phantom.
In this case,
I
she's a ghost. She's a ghost by now too.
I'm about to say,
Half
like,
a-
she didn't have any powers. She was
No,
getting
in our
half
stuff,
paid most of the time.
she did.
Okay.
Oh,
This is
I had
what
a
is
friend
called
draw.
the fan fiction.
Yep. Oh, here's another great idea that I had done at one point. Who here remembers Hey Arnold?
Yes.
I mean, I've heard of it.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, Leo, how old are you?
Wait. I gotta see what he said.
I
Oh, yeah,
hate it when that
all
happens.
the Hey Arnold cast as lanterns. Hold on, let me get back to that.
Woo!
Well, yeah.
I'm removing all these so I can actually, have some more speed for it to load.
Okay, here we go.
I just hit refresh. I just hit refresh as it fully loaded, but I mean, come on, Helga as a Star Sapphire. Duh!
Yeah,
Could
Makes
that be
sense.
absolutely.
Could that be any more obvious?
30-ish.
I'm 36, going on 37, Leo.
I'm
Yeah.
25. Going on
31.
26.
What about you, Ian? How old are you?
30, mid-30s.
So most of us are in our 30s except for B. So B, you're the baby of the bunch.
Yeah, Zoomers?
But yeah,
I'm 31, man. I'm not that young.
but
You're early 30s.
But yeah, this whole idea originally came from me of thinking like, imagine Phoebe as a Green Lantern first.
Yeah.
Because Phoebe's been my favorite character from Hey Arnold. That's why I'm
She's
so
been a
glad she had so
relatable
much more to do
character.
in the. That's why I have so much that she got so more to do in the Jungle movie.
And there's
Okay.
Leo making me feel like a young whippersnapper again.
How about this from Legend of Korra?
Okay. Legend of Korra is something I skipped out entirely on.
Oh, I like it, but come on, Asami as a Iron Man like figure.
Legend of Korra had an interesting premise, a bad first season, a terrible second season, an amazing third season, and a fourth season where they poured the best potential in the trash. But then they wrote a comic sequel that was good.
You're the first I've ever heard that said the first season was
I wouldn't call
bad.
it. I wouldn't call
First
it.
season
Everybody
is-
said that the first season was actually pretty good.
Because I give it some leeways because of the fact that it was supposed to only be a self-contained season, so they crammed it all in, and then found out later, oh, you could do one more and do a few others.
Like, they lied in their interviews, man. I saw multiple interviews. Some where they said that, oh, we were only supposed to do one season.
Oh, no, that
and then
wasn't
another
a lie.
one where they said
that wasn't a lie.
another one was them saying that they knew that they were gonna have 4 seasons, literally on tape. On a I don't know where it was. Like, I don't think it was called a red carpet or whatever that freaking Nickelodeon event was. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You said what do you mean you knew you were gonna have 4 seasons?
Okay, that they are full of it. The only thing great about Korra were the villains. Not going to argue on that one.
Kuvera, I love Kuvera.
Kavira, yeah.
Vera did nothing
No.
wrong.
Zelda Williams. Oh, speaking of which, again, showing you the amount of ideas I have in my head, I came up with an interesting concept, and a friend of mine, and Eric's, took that and actually made a follow-up series to Korra. That would have taken, jumped ahead to the next Avatar, which was and introduced a new concept with the avatars. Legend. He would call it Legend of the Demi Avatars, which is an idea I had, which is basically whenever a avatar is unable to complete their duties or something goes wrong, they would basically, and it has to be like under specific circumstances, 4 great benders for each element will develop avatar level strengths and be able to pick up the slack or do what is necessary. And basically the whole stories of the first book is the current avatar has gone rogue because a person he loves got killed, and he's being manipulated to believe the only way to bring him back is if he trades her pure soul for a bunch of a whole lot of evil, wicked souls. But he doesn't realize that's corrupting his, avatar connection.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I'd read that.
That's based off a lot of the stuff that my friend and my friends and I have come up with, and he's done a bunch of concept art for it as well.
They're still doing that live action, aren't they?
Wait, what?
That live action Avatar series.
One
creators left.
I was going to say, the creators left, so what live action series are we talking about? What are we talking about? There's no live action series.
Please don't. No, I don't want.
No. There is no live action series on Netflix.
Yes, there is none. There will be none.
I'm trying to say it like there is no war in Ba Sing Se, and I botched it.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se. I hate the way the Avatar pronounces all the Japanese names.
Oh, speaking of which, with My Life as a Teenage Robot, another idea I had, Jenny improving up to 3.0, where she looks pretty close to being human.
Nice. Every time she's like, girl. Every time she wants to be human, I'm like,
that was only a few. That was only a few times.
Only a couple though.
On a different note, okay, who here has seen Invader Zim?
Yes.
Yo.
Wait, who said? Did you say yo or no?
Yo.
Well, originally I came up with this. I had someone come up. I gave them the description of the design, and then they came up with the drawings of a outfit I wanted to give Gaz because I was so tired of seeing people drawing an older Gaz wearing basically just a larger version of her kid outfit. I'm like, what girl does that? So
fans.
What? Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I saw take it, but it's based off of her old look, but actually does its own thing. And then eventually, I started doing other stuff of having her. I then did a fan fiction and everything that eventually led into what have led into this. Gaz and Tack and Dib and Zim and all of this just insanity.
Nice.
You want to know what the name of the fan fiction was?
Please.
Gaz is an Urkin, or where she was, her mother was an Urkin.
Wow.
Basically, I took the joke of the whole "I have a squiggly splooch" and made it literal.
Wow. Okay.
But ever since then, the idea of Gaz having a spider pack is all to the point where, in a nod to Spider-Man 2, my friend drew this.
I love Spider-Man 2.
Is that Kimmy?
Kimmy, yep, that was my original concept for Ninjetta, was as a fan fiction was all grown up. And
I for loving Spider-Man 2, even though you weren't made.
Oh man, I forgot all about All Grown Up. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, the guy who drew this? Does the name Ryan Rodriguez ring a bell?
Yes.
You know about him.
I think I do. It sounds so fucking familiar to me.
Yeah. What is his drawing? This is his drawing.
Okay.
He also did, before they actually did the fighting game, he came up with his own roster for Nickelodeon All Stars.
Hopefully it would have been better than PlayStation
All Stars. And get this, he was so liked by the actual people at Klasky Cuspo, they named a character in All Grown Up Ryan after him.
Wait, you're not talking about the current Nickelodeon Brawls game, are you?
Yeah, no. I'm saying before that one, he came up with his own roster, which would have been a lot cooler. One of which would have been Artie, strongest man in the world.
Did they finally add voices for that Nickelodeon?
Nope.
Game? Wait, then what's the? YouTube keeps recommending me like downloaded voices.
I think fans have done it and they modded in.
Oh no, that makes so much more sense. Don't look at the April O'Neil one.
Oh boy. But yeah, he also drew this for me, and this would have been set in a alternate future for a lot of characters. So you had Korra, where things are more like the 90s. You would have had there's a bunch of my characters and a bunch of other characters as well.
Is that
what?
Fuck, that's from Red vs. Blue, isn't it?
You know about Red vs. Blue? That's the meta. Yes.
Yes, that's fuck. I forgot. That was like the last time they were good.
I would say this. Zero is the last one where they've lost me. I was good up until Zero. Then I'm like, fuck that.
I was good up until Ruby season 3.
Never bothered with Ruby.
Season 4.
Next to that, that's Green Goblin 2099, and then a different version of Amon. This version of Amon, instead of being anti-bending, he's a bending supremacist. And then Ink. And the next row, that's my character Jewel, but grown up. There's Kimmy's Spirit, Mayday, Spider-Girl, Spidey Spirit, Tenzin and Lynn from Avatar. But that's supposed to be Batman and Bruce and Damien.
Oh, guys, make sure you guys like the video, by the way.
Yep. And then, of course, Ninjetta, that's Kimmy's granddaughter Chloe, Spidey 2099, Korra, and Batman beyond Terry. And I'm like, yeah, imagine those four as a team from each representing each different Earth.
I think that'd be so awesome. Because that means we're
Terry. As you guys can see,
Terry's there. That's awesome.
As you guys can see, I have so many ideas. Oh, so much fan fiction and original. I mean, that's just how I am.
Yes, Leo, that's correct. There is no Dragon Ball live action movie.
Agreed.
James Marsters was in it. You're lying.
No, it's a lie.
That's the only good thing about it.
No, I don't know who that is.
That entire film did not happen. It didn't happen.
Wasn't James Marsden Spike or Angel or one of them? I can't forget, but yeah, he was Piccolo in the movie, and eventually, supposedly, he's the voice of Zamasu.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Supposedly, obviously they can't really do it because he's Union, but supposedly he's Zamasu.
Oh yeah, the Union versus
Spike.
non-union
Yeah, Spike.
Yeah,
Spike. Yeah, he's Spike. But yeah.
Which Spike?
James
from
Marsters was also Brainiac in.
Oh yeah. Oh, question: who here ever watches Death Battle?
Sometimes.
I do.
Boy, oh boy, did that series open my eyes to the fact that Batman relies too much on planning for everything and plot armor, because even Chuck Dixon agrees if Batman didn't plan for everything, he would get his butt whooped by a lot of the Marvel characters.
Discussion with somebody about it, but it ended up being a fight somehow.
Oh wait, Leo, Zamasu and Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, that crazy ass god.
The Kai.
The crazy ass Kai that tried to kill Future Trunks.
Goku Black.
Yeah,
don't shoot him. He's not black.
Oh! Oh!
What?
She went there.
That was on the dub.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay, you want to know what joke?
The dub.
You want to know what joke I made once? And Eric will attest to this. That totally caught my friends completely off guard. And it was just one of those, like, my mind went to a dark place. Okay, we were driving up to a store. Right by you saw a Dick's Sporting Goods and a Pet Supply Plus. So I'm like, oh, if anything goes wrong, you could take the dog next door and put it down.
Jesus Christ, man.
I don't know where it came from. I'm just like, whoa, where did that come from? Have you ever had that before, where you have a joke that just came in your mind, and once you said it, you're like, what the fuck? Why did I just say that?
All the
More often
time.
than I'd
That's
like to
why
admit.
many times I keep quiet.
Yeah, but yeah, that was one of the times where I just said that out loud, and they're like, "Oh my god, dude!"
Wait, so do you go to Pet Supplies Plus?
Nope.
Good, yes, yes.
Okay, there's a story behind that. What's up with that, Bianca?
I was about to say, what is up with that?
I won't say.
Had a bad experience there?
Nah, it's a pretty cool store.
Oh.
I just work at a competitor.
Oh!
Okay, I see where this is going. Yeah, okay. Yes, well,
Nobody's ever heard of it though. Every time somebody comes into my store, they're like, I have never heard of this store before. How long have you guys been around?
Oh,
And I'm
one
like,
of
50
those.
years? I don't know.
Oh, okay, if we want to get into a little bit of anime stuff, Ray, I gotta ask, how much into anime are you?
Not nearly as much as I used to be.
Okay, well, you know, it's one of the few complete mangas I have that I read through at least. Used to be twice a year, now once a year. Love Hina.
Love, actually, why does that sound so fucking familiar?
It's the one that revitalized the harems.
Give me a second. Oh, I don't know.
Keitaro, Naru, and so many others.
Once you see the picture, you'll know.
It sounds
as one of the one. I hate to say though, I hate the anime version. I hate it.
Good as Cherem anime,
Play the
Robert?
visual novel.
What?
My best friend was like so into it.
Look at Leo! Wow, Robert, I didn't know you could go that dark. I have my moments. Where it just came to my head and I just said it and I'm like, wow, why did I go there?
I say that all the time to my dog.
But anyway, yeah, like I said though, the anime is so bad. For one, it does not give Naru any of her redeeming points. So as far as you think she is a...
Why are there children in this harem?
Whoa.
Some of these look like really young girls.
First of all, one of them, the normal-looking girl, Shinobu, it's a one-sided crush. All right, so she has a crush on Keitaro. Now, she's in high school-ish, so it's not like she's that young. Then some of the other ones actually are younger than they look. And then one of them, who's like a blonde, who's a little kid, yeah, she's not a love interest. She has nothing to do with it. She just likes seeing Keitaro get tortured.
Oh, a woman.
So the youngest looking one, she is not a love interest. She's just a character of the group.
She's just sadistically wants to watch the main guy fail.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the youngest one, the one that's the blonde hair and everything, looks more Western.
I'm looking at the picture right now.
Yeah. She is not a love interest at all. If anything, she's like, he could be cool if he wants, but all the other ones are either older than they look, or at least close enough to, legal. But yeah, though, like I said, I really liked it, but the anime is pretty bad. But here's one thing I will always love, though, about the anime's dub. You have Dorothy Elias Fawn. She's best known. Have you ever seen Trigun?
Yes.
You ever see? She was Meryl, the voice of Meryl.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh,
All right,
cool.
so she voices Naru in the dub. And then eventually in the OVA, Lavina again, which introduced Keitaro's stepsister, Kanako, is voiced by Melissa Fawn. As in, Gaz from Invader Zim, Ed from Cowboy Bebop, and all that. But in real life, the two became sister-in-laws when Dorothy married Melissa's brother. And in Love Hina, turns out, at least in the manga, not the anime, Naru would eventually marry Keitaro, making her a sister-in-law to Kanako.
My brain had to process. Lost. I'm cut off.
Okay.
I'm cut off, not cut off.
Hey, Hominis, give me your email and I could shoot you an invite.
Am I the only one here who's up to date on the anime?
I think so.
I'll be honest. You were definitely the most up to date because I've been mostly on and off. But I gotta ask you something. You did see my stream with Tristan yesterday, right?
Yes.
what did you think about my statement saying that eventually when a bunch of these stuff, like One Piece and all that stuff, close down, stop, there's not going to be that much to fill it in so far?
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I agree with that.
You think we're going to get into another anime recession?
Like, probably. I mean, people are anime fans are actually already talking about that, how it might happen again. I remember that one time
Yeah.
because of COVID, I think, like, this anime just stopped.
Oh, even beforehand.
And there was one before that too.
In the 2000s, when right around the time Tokyo Pop went out of business. Oh yeah, he went out of business. It's around the point where just a lot of animes just stopped. You did not hear much about them for like a good couple of years.
And Studio Wit, I was just talking to somebody, and Studio Wit might be coming bankrupt too.
Ooh.
So I'm just like, bruh, that's my favorite freaking anime studio. But it makes sense of why they gave Attack on Titan to Mappa Studios. Because, and so now they're having a new anime, but it's a partnership with Cloverworks. So I was like, it's not going to put them on track because they'll have to give the money to Cloverworks too. But most of the money goes to IG, no matter who it is. So, like, they lose money anyway. And I'm just like, bruh.
Okay. Here's something that I can bring up then. Who here remembers the old Sailor Moon dub?
Yes.
Funny thing I've been finding out about that is, did you know how much of a train wreck of a production it was just to get made?
Nope.
Yes.
Turns out when Deke got the rights to it, they thought it already had a Hong Kong dub that they could just release. They didn't realize until too late, oh, they didn't have a dub? Crap! So they hired it out to get it made, and then turns out the person who's directing it, who originally voiced the... Ian, you okay?
Yeah, dude, are you right there?
He's just slunking.
Ian?
I think he's just as lost as I am.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that you disappear.
This is all weeb talk. I have nothing to contribute.
Okay, we'll talk about something
else. You understand me, Ian.
Okay,
you understand.
Actually, I just saw something out to the side. Okay, Ian and Ray, I'll ask you this. Did either of you read the Long Halloween special that came out?
Yep.
Nope.
Well, Ray, what did you think? What do you think of the fact that it pretty much all but directly confirms at least part of what Long Halloween long hinted?
You're talking to me because I did not read it.
No, I was talking to Ian.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I did not think it actually solved the problem.
It didn't solve the problem, but it at least confirmed that characters know. But yeah, it didn't solve the problem of who did what. But I think what we're meant to believe is that it was Glinda and Harvey mostly.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're supposed to imply based off of it. Not that it exonerates what's his name?
Alberto.
Yeah. It doesn't exonerate him, but it probably makes it clear that he didn't do as many as people thought.
I had to ask what exonerate was, but then I used context clues. Thank you.
I'm just looking at all the other books I have here. Oh, I think if you guys heard me list it before, Why the Last Man? I have the complete collection.
I still have to see the show.
Yeah, same here.
Ask what Leo says. He said, we're really worth watching now that we know it's canceled.
I mean, I watch canceled shows all the time.
I know, but it's fun. One thing when it's canceled after the fact. It's another when it's canceled while it's going.
Yeah,
it can still be very worthwhile, and it also is more digestible because you don't have to watch 10 seasons of it.
Well, True. They might be getting a season 2 if things go well with HBO Max, right?
Wait, what?
No, they had nothing to do with HBO Max. We're talking about Why the Last Man.
Oh.
Yeah. There
was a video I haven't watched it because I didn't like
Tristan.
The comics.
You didn't like the comic?
No. But I mean, Perch's review was pretty brutal.
He was a bit. That's one of the times where I didn't fully agree with Perch.
Fair. I often don't agree with Perch.
Oh, you do? Really?
Oh, yeah. I love Tom King Batman, and I like Bendis. Perch hates both of those things.
Wait, Perch hates them? I didn't know he hated them.
Oh, he hates Bendis.
Okay, I don't blame him on Bendis. I do not blame him on Bendis. Given what he did to Superman.
No, Perch disliked Bendis before Superman.
Okay, well, Bendis did start to go off the rails by Superman anyway, let's be honest.
I mean, I would say he went off the rails with AVX, but I still think that he's fun to read, and I think that Ultimate Spider-Man and Alias justify his position as a A-list writer.
I'll say, with the sole exception of for his later work for Infamous Iron Man, that was one of his best. You could tell his heart was put all into that book.
The Doom is Iron Man one?
Yeah.
Wait, did Bendis write that?
Yeah, Bendis wrote that. You could
tell I actually did read that, and I did enjoy that.
Yeah, his heart was so obvious. That's why he put everything into it. And then Don Stanslot reversed it. How did it feel to have the shoe on the other foot, Bendis?
Oops.
Okay. Leo, you really want to make the comparison to Why the Last Man and JLA created equal? Yeah, Why the Last Man is written a lot better than JLA created equal. I don't think even Brian K. Vaughan even knew it existed. So to call it a rip, say that he ripped it off, would mean it would have been good enough for him to think it was worth ripping off.
That reminds me, there was a person I was discussing with Why the Last Man. This person's usually a lot on Tristan's community posts, sometimes in the comments, but he was talking about this series that I was actually reading that got an anime series, and he was comparing it, and I'm like, wait, are you actually comparing the two? And then I realized he only watched the first episode.
Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
There's a manga I've been reading, and it's called World's End Harem. They even sell it in Barnes and Nobles, which is why I'm like, this is not for kids, though. So people are going to mistake it for kids.
One of those. Oh, speaking of which, I got to say this. I was just at my local Barnes and Noble, look at the graphic novel. I don't know about you guys. There was like 5 bookshelves worth of graphic novels there. I'm like, wow, I guess I have one of the few stores that actually thrives on the graphic novels.
I do have one. There's 2 Barnes and Nobles places I go to. One of them does thrive on like comic book stores, or at least it's equal with the manga.
Like, yeah, I know. It's one of those cases that surprised me. I'm just like, huh. And these are like the back shelf ones, so those are the bigger ones.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 of those.
So the reason I didn't like the comparison for Why the Last Man, even though I haven't seen the show or read the comic book, but I didn't like it being compared to World Ends Harem, is because World Ends Harem is a very sex-heavy show. Story. Like, but mostly it's like there's these 5 guys have these brain things, so they become frozen. So until they find a cure, they wake up, and only women from a virus that killed all men. And usually the protagonist, which is a doctor, they're like, oh, hey, you're finally awake. Okay, so here's this room full of women. Have sex with them, make sure they get pregnant, and, go at it. And he's like,
that is nothing like Why the Last Man.
And so he's like, no. And they're like, excuse me? What do you mean no? And then he's like, well, first of all, I'm waiting for my, to get married to my girlfriend, my fiance. And I'm like, oh, snap, he's a wholesome guy. I love him. And he's like, but also, I don't want to. And I'm like, yeah, those are not comparable at all. I mean, the story, the reason, I will say this, there's some red flags in this series. And that's the reason why I'm not going to watch the anime, because I'm like, I don't want to look at all of that again, okay? Because when they have girls for them to have sex with, sometimes they're the same age, and then there's one with a student and a teacher, and that was very long to read. I'm just skipping all of it, and I'm like, no. And then there's one where I was unsure for the longest time. She looks like an elementary school girl, and I'm like, okay, she must be one of those older girls who looks very young. But then she started bragging about how she was a prodigy and that she skipped many grades.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, so I'm sorry, what? And the thing is, for these girls, they volunteer to get pregnant because they're told that it's honorable.
Oh,
and so I'm like, this little girl, what? But the thing is, like the main one of the guys who's like that's his area. He doesn't talk to her like at all, and I'm like, she's like literally not important. And I'm just like, you can just take her out. She's not needed. Nobody ever talks to her anyway.
What the heck?
And I'm like, it's not comparable. It ain't comparable. And they're like,
It
well,
is, especially since the fact that the whole point is that there's a good, at least in one Why Last Man, there's a good chance that humanity's going to get wiped out because you can't even get a girl pregnant and have another boy.
Yeah, and so he said that in the World's End Harem, they treat guys as much better than they did in the show. And I said, well, listen, like there's the protagonist, he is being constantly forced to have sex when he doesn't want to the point where they will knock him out so they can rape him or have an aphrodisiac so he won't know what's going on. There's a cult that kidnapped one of the boys and like they
Okay, B,
what in the holy hell is that?
Okay. This has nothing comparable to why. Not like that.
What the hell?
I'm finally to
I'm
the
sorry
point where the Americans show up.
For someone to say it's like
I've never read Why the Last Man or watched the show, but holy
that
crap.
That is nothing like it.
What the hell?
The only reason I'm like,
and you're right when you said,
and the plot,
and like
I
you
just
said,
want to know how the sorry,
and like you said, this is not for kids. Why is it in a place where kids can get it?
That's what
are
I'm
you sure
saying,
that was an
man.
anime and not a hentai?
No, this is a manga. This is actually officially not.
This is a hentai manga. Is it a hentai manga?
Oh my fucking god.
Not that I know of anyway.
Let me guess, because they don't actually show the sex, right? Is that it? They avoid the sex. So...
Oh, okay, no, they'll show it.
I don't know. I saw that first episode of Goblin Slayer, so yeah.
I mean, Berserk is pretty heavy, and that's not considered a hentai either.
Well, that's not even... Well,
I don't know. Some of these... Yeah, this is why like the last anime I ever watched was that Godzilla Singular Point. I just can't.
Oh, that was so good. That was so damn good.
Yes, it was. It was confusing though.
True, but it's better than the 3 movies.
Oh, fuck those movies.
Good God, even I get it. Okay, you know about my Godzilla-san, right?
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean? What you say that hesitantly?
No, I'm still pissed off about those 3 anime movies.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm getting that though. Okay. You know my friend Ingrid, she's the one on doing the videos with me. Okay, we've gone through just about everything else, Godzilla, and even she can't get through. She is terrified of seeing the other 2 movies, especially when I told her they get worse. But it's like, I'm almost tempted. She and I are almost so tempted to just skip her watching the second, third one. We just go off a TV trope and a summary and just go off of that. That is how bad it is for her. Even she's like, fuck did I watch?
Yeah, the second film destroyed me, and
and that's the other thing is we don't. You know the other reason why we don't want to watch it, because we've been loving every other Mechagodzilla related movie that this would break our record. This would break our record.
Yeah,
and don't get me started on the third one. And don't get me started on the third one where Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. He bites him and dangles him in space for most of the movie.
Yeah,
and humanity is wiped out.
Fuck those
The only thing I will give this movie is the acting is good. That's the only plus I will give it. Would you agree with that at least, right?
Yeah, the acting was fine.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's Chris Niori, or however you say his name.
I just... No, fuck those movies. Just fuck them.
Although, here's something else, a little sneak peek ahead of time. You want to know the only... Okay, you probably, if you've seen our recent stuff, you can already tell Ingrid and I are praising the high heaven, the high side Godzilla movies. As we should, of course, right?
Yeah.
But
you better have given good praise to Biollante.
Oh, we did. That video's up there. You'd have to go look.
Oh, okay, I'll have to go watch that later.
But the funny thing is, Biollante was our high mark until we got to Mechagodzilla and then Destroya. Then those 2 knocked it down. Would you at least agree with?
No, Biollante's the best. Fuck you.
Well, you want to know what the whole franchise, you know what our favorite movie is? And it's Biolante's in the top 5 or so. But you want to know what number 1 is?
It better not be Final Wars.
Oh, hell no! Hell no! And again, this is including the American movies too. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. The American
one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
that
movie
one
was awesome. That movie was
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, and that has our favorite King Ghidorah, which we realized, you know what we realized? It wasn't based off of any of the Godzilla King Ghidorahs. It was based off of Rebirth of Mothra 3 King Ghidorah.
Actually, holy shit, you're right. I didn't.
Yeah, it was more the viciousness, the being a space invader, and the healing factor.
Yeah, you're right. Holy crap. I forgot about the healing. Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen Rebirth of Mothra.
Oh, but you want to find though? You want to know the one movie that we put? It's the only movie we've had of any of the Godzilla or Gamera movies that's way at the bottom of our list that had no stock footage in it, and it's the only one of the Heisei movie we considered inferior. Rebirth of Mothra 2.
Yep, that movie was shit.
To the point where, and of course we planned this, of course, but when you see the video, Ingrid is going to literally be grabbing and going, "What the fuck did we just watch?" and the only other time we did that was in Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, but we did that as a gag because we're like, okay, it's not that bad. It is not worth a what the fuck did we just watch, because it was just the weakest of the Heisei.
Yeah, it was.
But I gotta say though, and the Heisei has one of my favorite human characters of all time, Miki Sagusa. I love Miki.
Well, yeah, she's in almost every single one of them except for
exactly. And although she was so wasted in Space Godzilla,
which is weird. Yeah, she's kind of wasted, but she had a bigger.
Oh yeah, that was a bigger role, but it was pointless, really. When you see it, I was like. Her getting kidnapped and then trying to give her a love interest that goes nowhere.
Yeah, you never see that guy again. And I'll never get over the fucking... Why was the Yakuza in that goddamn movie?
Why were they trying to use her psychic abilities? The only thing good about that was that Space Godzilla is still one of our favorite villains because of how seditious he was.
And that he was based off of Super Godzilla from the Super Nintendo video game.
Boy, you and I are a bunch of Godzilla nerds, aren't we?
I love Godzilla.
What about you two?
My love
what
was
are you
not
choosing?
strong enough.
But yeah, no, but
the force is weak with this one.
I have only ever seen the modern stuff, the stuff.
Right, that's no problem there.
2014 on.
No, that's good stuff.
I've seen some older.
Oh, I will say though, you want to know the one Godzilla movie that I didn't hate, but at the same time it feels so much like right over my head? Shin Godzilla.
Oh god damn, that's my favorite one.
Oh really? I like it.
That movie.
I like it, but it's just way too much of the human plot that didn't serve much.
I would disagree with that.
All right, that's fair.
It really showed what what would happen if an actual monster attacked real Japan.
Oh, I get that. And I'll say this, it's a lot better than Godzilla 1985 where they treat it so casually. You're like, okay, and you act like you haven't seen Godzilla in 10 years when it's supposed to be about 30 years. You should all be freaking out, not saying like, oh, this is Godzilla. We got to keep it secret. Shouldn't you be more like, how do we know it's Godzilla? Shouldn't he be dead?
Yeah, Wouldn't you know Godzilla is in your country?
No. This is his first time reappearance since he was destroyed by the. Yeah, this is a second Godzilla.
They rebooted the series.
Yeah.
Unless they're like the Millennium Era, which rebooted it every single fucking movie.
Except for the two Kiryu movies.
Yeah, Kiryu. Yeah.
Although, I gotta say though, my favorite of the Millennium has to be GMK, Giant Monsters All Out Attack.
Oh, fuck yeah, that movie's awesome.
Hey, it's the guy who did the Gamera trilogy!
Yep, that's the reason why.
Yep, have you seen the Gamera review she and I did?
No, I actually saw the videos like on there earlier, but I was about to... We're gonna watch them later.
Oh, you should, because we gush about those. Although, you want to know the one movie that's considered our benchmark? It's still our worst movie we've ever seen. Was Gamera Super Monster.
Of course,
we watched it. You
watched it? Why would you subject yourself?
But you did. We even kept it on. At least when it was the flashback stuff, the stock footage. We tried watching
stock footage.
90% stock footage. But the fact we watched it all at 1.5 times, and even that did jack shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we went through. We watched. Hey, we said we were gonna watch them all. I have the big box set that Arrow did. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm sorry. Maybe I should have said no.
I didn't think he was gonna leave the room.
He did leave the room. Holy crap!
He has rejected us. We must take over the stream.
Ah, that looks so cool.
And it includes the Dark Horse comic collection.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good. Yep. Too bad they don't. It's out of print now.
I'm still trying to find a decent copy of that freaking Gamera 4.
Good luck.
That legendary holy grail of kaiju.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta say, I love that little preview, that little trailer they once did.
Oh, that thing was awesome. Why didn't they follow up on that?
I don't know.
Also on the Ocean Man one.
I gotta say, also Godzilla and Gamera the Brave. Oh, Ingrid and I love that one. It was so good. You know, it was a perfect blend of Showa and Heisei.
I was less keen on that film only because
it's some of the best kids. You have to agree to that.
Yes, but I after coming off the trilogy, I was just like,
oh, no argument. Although you're gonna hate me. You were gonna hate me and Ingrid. She and I love the first two. We were let down by the third one.
Oh, go to hell!
It did not. In our opinion, it didn't match the hype. In our opinion, it didn't match the hype because
it had the best fight scenes.
What? Only 2 fight sequences.
Yeah, they were better than the other 2 movies.
Oh, the hell you say?
Yeah,
it was it was all CGI of a monster. At least the first 2 had practical.
Maybe the first one, but the second one was just.
Second one was all practical. That was all a suit.
Wait, the fucking
Iris was all a
No, there was practical Iris suits.
Not Iris. Legion. Legion.
Yeah, the big Legion, right?
Yeah, the big Legion was a suit.
I thought it was just a puppet.
No, it was a big suit, partial puppet, just like Biolante. It was like Biolante.
Wait, someone was in that damn thing?
Yep.
Holy shit.
From what I understand, someone was in that thing, just like Biolante had someone in it.
I just didn't like the second film at all. It made Gamera look like a freaking pussy.
Well, at least they didn't make him look like an ass.
Yeah, but that was perception of the main girl from.
No, that wasn't it. Here's what I always saw. That was caused because the link broke in the second one. So because of that, he had no more ties to humanity. So he's basically like, "Fuck humanity! I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that and get the Gauss," which he caused anyway. So it's basically fuck the humanity for my mistake.
Even when he had ties to that frickin' girl, he was still fucking things up.
Not as bad as he did in that. And I'll say this as well. They kept on saying that, and the director said the whole point of the girl was her going insane. She wasn't going insane. If she was going insane, she would have been a lost cause. There was no insanity. She was just emotionless.
Now we're talking about the
third one. The third one.
Okay, the girl from the third one. Okay.
Yeah, she was just emotionless. There was no insanity with her. So I'm like, what the hell are you talking about with insanity? She was not insane.
Insanity? Wait, okay.
That's what the director said.
I don't get that crap. No, she was just an emotionless doll most of the time.
And don't get me started on the fact that we never got a straight origin of Iris at all. We got a whole bunch of... And what was up with that crazy professor? What was his point?
To die in a hilarious way.
Well, but it made things more confusing about what the hell Iris's origin was. Like, was it created as a countermeasure? Was it connected to Gauss? We never got an answer.
I always just assumed it was connected to Gauss. It was just a mutation.
We do not know. We have zero. I'm sorry, you two. Raymond and I are just gushy, but let's be honest. Between all of us, he and I, this is the first time we're talking.
I'm happy for you too.
As you should be.
Yep. But like I said, but we just felt Iris. No, we did not blank it down as shit. I assure you that, Raymond. We did not mark it as shit. We just simply said it was not worth the hype. Okay, he was first revealed as black in the 80s. Okay, my bad. My mistake.
Oh, we're going back to that now. Okay.
I know Leo's bringing it up, so I'm just saying that. But,
oh, okay. Leo's bringing it back.
Yep.
Godzilla first, and now is. We're talking about Gamera.
Gamera, the giant. The turtle! Come on, the fire turtle! The one that spins around.
Friend to all children.
Only in the Showa era. Oh, but I will say this. Until Super Monsters, Ingrid and I both agree that the worst kid was in the first movie. Toshi.
Oh, God.
Toshi was the worst. He was our step because
I kept hoping he'd die.
The kid was an idiot. It's just like, you were like, oh no, that's my pet turtle. No, he's not.
He just grew to a humongous size.
He wanted to be Gamera's friend. He kept getting right in the line of whatever plan the humans had to stop Gamera.
That was the craziest plan. We're gonna launch him up into space, into Mars.
The fucking rocket was made me laugh
that was the funny thing. When we were watching, we had no idea how it was going to get resolved. So we're like, okay, what are they going to do? Are they going to overfeed him? What?
Yeah, a rocket.
Oh, and get this. We watched the American version with all the added stuff. First of all, I'm glad we did because, good God, that original American footage was the, let's just get some actual American soldiers and have them act. Good God, was that bad? But I thought, you know what? It's not as good as the Godzilla King of the Monsters American scenes, but they weren't bad either.
The Godzilla King of the Monsters scenes where you see the back of like one character's head.
Hey, Raymond Burr. Enough said.
Yeah.
You cannot argue with Raymond Burr, the guy who actually made sure Godzilla 1985 was taken seriously. Otherwise, he would have walked.
Except for every other American actor in there didn't.
Actually, to be fair, except for that one idiot, I saw a lot of the American actors weren't that bad. Except for the one line, the only line they kept from the original comedic script. Ian B., do you want to hear how dumb this script could have been for Godzilla 1985? You know what line I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. Here's the setup. Okay, and I want to hear your reaction, you two. Godzilla just devastated Tokyo. He just smashed through everything. So one American soldier says, that's some urban renewal program Tokyo's got going on.
I want to slap that person so
Can you
hard.
repeat it?
That's some urban renewal program Tokyo's got going on. And this was what
I haven't been talking, Leo. I mean, I just talked about that manga that everybody
give her
like.
I think we're all getting our turns.
Yeah, but first just think. Yeah, B and then E. But just think about that a second. That was what they considered comedy.
Yeah, but it was also New World Productions, so you know.
Wedge looks so serious right now. Hey, Wedge, stop looking so serious.
Stop wedging, bro.
Why so serious? Okay, let's get to a topic I think we can all talk about. Favorite cinematic Joker. So let's just jump into that.
Okay.
Okay, Ian, you go first. What's your favorite cinematic Joker and least favorite?
I hate the Joker. It doesn't matter.
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I don't care. I don't like any.
If you had to pick one, not counting Mark Hamill in the anime in Mask of the Phantasm.
Damn it!
Come on, you got to pick.
Heath Ledger.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, and least favorite. Let me guess. Leto. Should I assume Leto's your least favorite? Ian?
Oh, least favorite.
Okay, that's why he's serious. He's doing something else.
Is
I don't like either Nicholson or Leto, so I don't really have a least favorite except for those two.
All right. Well, what about Phoenix?
I haven't seen it. It's a whole movie about Joker. I don't like Joker. Why would I watch it?
Okay. What about Cesar Romero?
I mean, I just don't like Batman 66. It's not my type of Batman.
Okay. All right then. That's fair. Okay, Raymond. What about you? Favorite, least favorite?
Romero's my favorite. Leto's the least.
Okay, and Bianca?
I do like the Heath Ledger version. For least favorite,
Leto?
I'm so tied between Leto and Phoenix.
What? Really?
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I didn't like. He's a good actor. I just didn't like the portrayal of Joker.
Well, for me, I would have to say Nicholson, but I will say this: Leto, but Leto only by comparison. I actually did not mind his Joker.
That's fine. I
it's
think he was good with the script he was given.
Leo didn't hear your answers.
Oh, Romero is my favorite, and Leto is my least favorite.
Right. Okay, here's a different one. Ian, I think this will get your attention. Favorite Batman, live action Batman, and least favorite?
I mean, favorite has got to be Christian Bale for me, just because that's how I got into Batman and comics. I like both Ben Affleck and who's the guy in Batman Forever?
Val Kilmer?
Yeah, I like both of them. Okay, Michael Keaton, he's a great actor. I don't want to sound like I'm dissing him as an actor, but his fight choreography, his costume, they were all just really
that goes to the directing, no.
Yeah. But he was also way too short. Like, it was really obvious how short he was.
Wait, what about Clooney?
Yeah. That wasn't his fault, but he was terrible.
West?
Oh, that movie was magical.
West is like the rest of Batman 66, not for me. I appreciate some of what's going on there, but
have you seen the animated follow-ups, Return of the Cape Crusaders and versus Two-Face?
I saw versus Two-Face, I think, and it didn't leave a very big impression on me.
I gotta say, finally having Adam West and William Shatner do something. Yeah, but what would you say is definitely your least favorite? Oh, and Leo Patterson doesn't count because that movie's not even out yet.
I personally think Pattinson's going to be fine. I think he's
in the recent trailer. It's starting to win me over a bit more. Okay, first of all, Hominus Schumacher is not all at fault. He will take the blame, which I applaud him for. But especially the Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, it was never going to go any dark because they were trying to get away from Batman Returns darkness. And in Batman Robin, that was all forced on him. The guy has shown, if you look at his ideas for Batman Triumphant, it could have been good.
I maintain that those movies are hilarious. I love those movies.
All right, but so officially, what would you say? West, Keaton, or Clooney's your least favorite, Ian? Because that seems what you boiled it down to.
Yeah, I'm going to say West. And again, it's not because I think West is bad. It's just very much not what I look for in any Batman.
And that's completely fine. Okay, Raymond, your turn.
Okay. Best would be, oddly, Ben Affleck. I liked his portrayal.
I'm not going to argue that.
If he had better material to work with, he would have been the best, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And
least favorite.
And these are by comparisons. You don't have to say that they suck.
Yeah, none of them suck. But least by comparison, probably Clooney.
All right.
I do love that movie, by the way.
Right.
It makes me laugh every fucking time.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Yes, I love that line so much.
Here's something awesome. There's a guy out there who took what he called he took the trailer, everything from Batman, but he did it done to the music from the Dark Knight Rises trailer, and actually he and he actually made Freeze a legitimate threat. It actually took all the points, but edited it in a way with the chilling music. It actually feels like, why didn't we get this version?
Honestly, I'm happy with the version we got. Schwarzenegger did amazing.
Oh yeah, okay. So Bianca, what about you? Favorite and least favorite Batman?
Favorite is also Ben Affleck. I was gonna say Robert, but
Patterson. Sorry,
because I already know
that we
he's
don't
already
we
gonna
don't know
be
because
good
we don't know
anyway.
because we don't know.
I do know. I know.
How do you know? Did you see an advanced screening?
No, I have. I can tell the future.
Okay, but least favorite.
Bianca's clairvoyant confirmed.
Least favorite.
Again, these are by comparison. Clooney, you said?
Yeah. That's
okay.
fine.
Well, for me, I'd have to say Affleck too. I thought Affleck had so much of the right qualities.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I do not blame him for Batman v Superman at all.
No.
And I gotta say this also. I'm one of the few people who actually say I think he looks very good in the theatrical Justice League.
What was wrong with Batman v Superman? I mean, other than the things that were wrong with it, but it was a fun movie.
Fun? What fun?
It was very fun.
Oh yeah, sure. In a depressing, want to slit your wrist kind of way.
No, at least with Batman and Robin, there was
movies are
happy
depressing.
things to laugh at.
But for me, but least favorite, yeah, I'd have to say Clooney as well. But again, I'll say this though, was Clooney best Bruce Wayne until Affleck. He was one of the best Bruce Waynes.
Wait,
yeah.
That credit card. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm saying as just Bruce, not Batman. His Batman was not good. But as Bruce Wayne,
yeah, I'd agree with that one.
When he's out of the costume, that feels like the Playboy. You know what Bruce is as a Playboy. And even when he was in the Batcave, those were some of the better acting bits, I think, from Clooney, where you felt like he was actually being a bit serious. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously he was still playing it up more lightheartedly, but you could so tell there were just moments where he's coming off like, you know, especially after the whole when he's saying, and you could have smashed your brain all over the side of the building, stuff like that. You're like, yeah, that felt something like Bruce would say once the cowl was off. Now, okay. Trying to find a thing of a different one to ask. We already did, and I'll talk about Joker.
Bianca answer?
Oh, yeah, she said Affleck and Clooney.
Oh, okay.
In that order.
Yeah, so...
Don't get it twisted.
Exactly.
Okay, this is not going to be a question, but actually, I'll say that. With Batman 89, who here really thinks this was written long ago, and who here thinks they're using a treatment that was worked, but filled with a whole bunch of modern politics?
I fell off of after issue 1, so I have no idea.
Ian, what about you?
Is that the rumor that it was written a long time ago?
That's what Sondheim has claimed, that this was what he always intended it to be.
Well, but that's different than saying it was written a long time ago.
Okay, but he's claiming everything. He's saying everything is what he would have written.
I think that's impossible because the way he's doing Harvey is like pure last 3 years politics.
Exactly. And
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just very much influenced by that.
Right.
Yeah, Leo. There's a Batman 89 comic. It's not good.
It could have been good. It could have been good. That's the thing.
I don't think it's that bad.
Well, I think he's going with a plot treatment he had. And then he's just adding the modern politics in.
Yeah, I think that would be reasonable to say.
Right. But I say Superman 78 is way better.
Oh, it's super fun. I love that comic.
What?
It's super fun. I love that comic.
Yeah, and it feels like what Superman 3 should have been. Especially with Lex. Good God.
Lex.
I mean, Ray, have you read it?
I've read the first 2 issues. I have the third somewhere around here. I don't know where the fuck
Let's just say Lex. Would have been Lex's shining moment in all. If this was a movie, this would have been the best Gene Hackman Lex moment.
I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking of that one episode of South Park with Gene Hackman and Christopher Reeve.
Oh, B, have you read Batman 89?
Wasn't interested in it.
All right, that's fair.
What I am interested in is the Wonder Woman, whether Evolution or Historia coming out.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Wait,
can
which
now.
one?
Both are coming out.
Whatever was on my
Oh.
pull list and I got charged for.
Oh,
It's
you already got
probably-
charged.
I think it's Evolution because I don't think Historia is out yet.
No, not yet. Not till next month.
Was it next month?
No, the
Historia?
30th.
Yeah, the 30th.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
You're right.
month.
You're right. This month. You're right. Well, technically, it's the first because it's 30th by DC's release, but it's the first by normal comic book releases.
Yeah, my comic shop won't let me buy DC until Wednesday anyway, so...
Right. Oh, here's the
Screwed on that.
Mine too. I'm very sad.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. Okay, who here's a Star Trek fan?
Nope.
No.
Oh, jeez, I'm the only one.
Everybody
you
disappoints. It's not just me
Yeah, you
anymore.
No, I'm
We
the.
have joined the club. We have conformed with Ian. Yeah, don't even start with that. You're on your own on that one, man.
Oh man, I like Star Trek when it was good. Even I will agree.
But where is your cutoff for when it was good?
Wait, it was good?
Beyond was the last one.
It was
No,
fun.
like
It was
TV
interesting.
shows.
Oh, the movie. I thought you were talking about the TV show.
Okay, no, if I had to call it the TV show, Enterprise, anything after that, the only thing I've watched that's even remotely good is Orville. That's the best Star Trek series.
The best Star Trek movie is Galaxy
Hominus,
Quest.
you need to get on here, man. Hominus likes Star Trek.
Yeah, Hominus, come on. I said, give me your email or something, and I'll email you an invite.
The best Star Trek movie is Galaxy Quest.
Oh, no argument.
Yes. That movie's amazing.
Never give up. Never surrender.
That movie's amazing.
If it wasn't for the fact Rickman's gone, I'd want a sequel so badly.
Oh, did you read the comics?
Yes.
Which there was two of them, but I've only read the one. What?
Yeah, they have comics. I God bless it. Hold on.
All right.
Hang on. God damn.
Okay. Hominus. If you want to join, email me. I'll type in my email.
Hominus apparently likes Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I at least know what they are. I don't watch them, but
yeah, I have not watched any of the recent series at all. No Discovery. Definitely no Picard. Good fuck. Good God. Seriously. It tells you that Shatner has more appreciation for Star Trek's integrity than Stewart does. Stewart is willing to throw it all out the window for his own politics.
Is Stewart really driving Picard?
Yes. All the stuff they did were the things they had to agree upon for him to come on.
Huh.
Oh, Stewart, you've fallen so hard, my friend.
Yeah, there's a reason why he wanted to make it a bunch of turn the Starfleet into a Brexit-based Britain and Trump-like stuff, just so they can bring it all down and claim and have Picard bring it all down. Oh, and it turns out they do stuff with the Borg. Turns out now 7 and 9 is bisexual, maybe a lesbian now. They killed off Icheb from Voyager, one of the other Borg kids, without having the original actor involved, and he was pissed.
Oh my God.
That's very disappointing.
Okay.
And they killed off Data for good. And they killed off Data for good and revealed that Beta never became Data.
I'm so tired of Brexit and Trump in media. I'm like, come on, write something else, guys.
Wait,
and now Q's going to be in. Now, no. They basically disregarded everything about Beta becoming the new Data. And
what? Who's Beta?
From Star Trek Nemesis. Or B4. Sorry,
yeah, B4.
They disregarded that, and then they killed him off just so Brent Spinner could never have to put the makeup on again.
Huh.
Oh, and apparently in season 2, Q's going to be involved, and it's going to be further showing about why, and basically he's going to change history. Retcons for everyone!
That does sound extremely disappointing.
And it didn't help that John Delancey's just as bad of a anti-Brexit and TDS guy. And I love John Delancey. He's one of my... Q is one of my other favorite villains. I mean, I learned how to snap properly because of Q.
Wait, how do you snap?
Okay, that's pretty good.
Oh, I could do both my forefinger and my middle finger.
Okay, that's impressive.
I can only do my middle finger and my fourth finger.
That's what I'm saying, my middle and my fourth.
Oh, I thought you said 4.
No, fourth.
Okay.
Nope, stuck with my middle finger.
Also,
I'm better
actually,
with my middle finger.
Actually, to be fair, the middle finger is what I used to do, but then it was Thanos actually that got me doing the fourth finger once I realized that's what he did.
We talking about fingers?
Snapping. We're talking about snapping because we were just talking about Q from Star Trek.
No idea what that is.
Q is an omnipotent being who usually does whatever the hell he wants.
Okay, that explains nothing.
Okay.
I know who that character is, but that explains nothing about the Q person.
He's a fourth dimensional being who comes and screws with the heroes.
Daddy Lee Murphy, we're just this is the shoot the shit. Anything is on the table.
Yeah,
I'm very disappointed that people don't know who Mr. Mixie Pidlick is.
I know who that character is. I don't know who the Q person is.
That's who he is in Star Trek.
Wait, so they're the same character? What?
No. Okay.
Same function.
No. Q is an omnipotent being who trolls Picard and a lot of other humanity, but at the same time, he has an appreciation for humanity in his own twisted way. And at least during Next Gen, he was testing humanity a lot of times, which eventually accumulated during the series finale of the show.
Oh, sounds like the Great Gazoo from Flintstones.
Oh, way better than that. At least he actually served one. Well, okay. In the first few seasons, like a lot of the stuff with that show, yeah, Q was just as intolerable. But eventually, once in the episode they introduced the Borg, Q Who, that was actually the one where he finally got the character, which actually started when you actually had a case where John Delancey made a decision that went against the script. Because during the script, there was a point where you had Riker, the guy who's known for having the beard. It's basically telling how Q's action resulted in the deaths of a few crewmen. In the original script, he was supposed to say, "No, or I will smite thee down." And John Delancey and the director said, "No, let's not do that. Instead, just have him sit there, just look at him going, oh, please." And it tells you right there, that's even better. That really gets the character. Instead of being over-the-top hammy, he's just like, oh, please, don't give me that. Because that's how much he looks at humanity. He looks at them like they're nothing. Because he is, like he says, he's an omnipotent being. But, I'll say I've always wanted Star Trek, Star Wars stuff, but nowadays, I just want them to do it so they can annihilate each other. That's how far it's gotten.
Well, at least you saw the original trilogy.
Oh, boy, what do you think? Okay. Here's a question for you, Ray. Have you ever read The Star Wars, the comic adaptation of Lucas's original treatment?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Very different. But basically, a lot of stuff you see that will later get splintered off into Empire and Return of the Jedi are in there. And for example, Vader, no relation to Luke, and he's not a Jedi. Yeah. He's just a general.
Yeah, I know that bit. I've seen the concept art, which... Actually, I love that concept art.
Oh, but you should see the comic by Mike Mayhew. Really good work.
Okay, Star Wars.
But unfortunately, I'll say this though: Anakin in this version he's very much like Anakin in the prequels.
So I want to strangle him then.
And the love stuff between him and the princess, which is supposed to be Leia, is very much like the prequel romance.
Ooh.
So I want to strangle them both.
And Han Solo, he looks like Swamp Thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, at least that's how Mayhew drew him. But yeah, Han Solo was always meant to be an alien.
Huh.
Oh, and the Wookiees, they look really weird. And it turns out they're the ones instead of the Ewoks that helped stop the Empire.
I think I would have liked that more than the Ewoks, though.
Are you an
Okay,
Ewok
guys.
hater?
So I'm actually gonna be leaving. I do
All right.
go to work in the morning tomorrow. So sorry I traumatized everybody with my manga talk. Uh, but
No
that
worse than I did with
guy,
Godzilla.
uh, but that guy is very lucky because I didn't say any of this to him. I just talked about the evil female government that want to kill all the guys. So he's lucky. I'm sorry. So bye, guys. Have a nice night.
See ya.
Bye,
Good night.
Bianca.
Bye.
Bye, chat.
Thanks for joining in. A little late, but thanks for joining.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's good that she was here at all.
Yep.
That's right.
Otherwise, you all would have rioted.
Yes.
Okay,
But,
bye bye.
See ya. Now,
Actually, it's getting late for me too. I should probably get going.
all right. Well, before you do it, I just want to ask one other question with you guys.
Go ahead.
I saw this tweet earlier. I don't know if you all saw it. That it's basically this one guy who was complaining about Mary Marvel. But I don't know if you seen it, where he's basically acting like, "Oh, Mary Marvel and this person. Why are they turning Shazam, replacing him with a female character? Why do they? Well, don't they know we don't want any of this?" And good God, did the people start going to people that start like that's
stupid.
I know, but they're like, it's
Mary
Mary
Marvel is amazing.
I know, but he didn't know she was Mary Marvel. He just thought she was going to be a female Shazam because of what I was saying. And everyone's going at him about saying, that's Mary Marvel, right? That's the second most popular Shazam character. And then he starts playing victim. And it's all like stuff. But when you read his stuff, you realize this is a dumb kid who's believing all of the anti-SJW rhetoric, which I'm done like, what does this say? That we have now some people who are now believing anti-SJW rhetoric who are saying stupid tweets that you would normally expect an SJW to say.
Regression of all mankind.
Unfortunately. And again, and to the point where even Jeff Parker, the comic writer, was saying, I wish this guy would just delete it. All of his replies show he's probably just a kid. And I'm just like, yeah. Of course, the kid is also saying he's gender fluid. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but all of your writing is coming off like you believe all the anti-SJW stuff.
Jesus Christ, this kid must be really fucked in the head.
Yeah, and so I just wanted to bring that up at one point because it was just like, what the hell? But what does this say that so much of these? I gotta say, I blame a lot of the YouTubers for filling this kid up with nonsense.
Yeah.
Just as much as I do the SJWs filling up other kids with nonsense. But now it's like we've reached that point now where we have kids who don't know anything about comics, who don't know any better, are taking everything the anti-SJWs have been saying at on face value, and then they start doing their own idiotic tweets their own idiotic tweets that make them get mocked, and then they're saying, "Oh, why are you guys being so mean?" Oh, Hominus, you did send an email. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Well, hey, you're free to join after these guys leave.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay, Hominus.
Well,
all right, but
I'm gonna head out. Thanks for keeping me in your thoughts.
It was nice meeting you.
Yep. Hey, Hominus, I
Nice
just
to
sent
meet
you I just sent you an email. Yep. So just jump on in and join up, and then
I'll say hello to Hominus before I leave.
Yep. And then it'll be just me and him. And we'll see how long that'll go.
Well, you and I have been going for like 3 hours, so.
Yep. It's bandwagon hopping. Yep.
Yep, we're switching out. We're God.
Yep. Hey, for me, it's 11:30 almost here.
It is like 8:30 over here in California.
And you're already getting tired? Wow.
I go to sleep early. I have to wake up at like 5 in the morning to go to work.
Okay, so quick question. You mentioned you like red versus blue. So who's your favorite character? If you say Caboose, I'm going to punch you.
No, it's not. It's actually Tucker.
No harm there. And I'll say mine is Tex. I love Tex.
I like Tucker because he just seems like the most real out of all of them.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm like Superman. I know when I'm needed.
Yeah.
And it's the fact of how badass he became. Oh, and... Hey, Hominus.
Hominus!
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Is your mic working?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, you're getting a little choppy.
Hey,
You're a little choppy there.
oh, Wait. Check it out. Let me check it out. Yes, it's working. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Yep. Thanks for joining in.
Thanks for the invite.
No problem. No problem. Well, while you're getting settled in, and since you're into Star Trek, I'm gonna go grab something.
Hello, Hominus. How you doing today?
Good. Thanks for the question. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. I'm doing all right. Tired, but I'm all right.
Yep, I literally just got this in the mail.
And with that,
all right,
I will say goodnight. You gentlemen have a wonderful time. I will talk to you later.
Have a good night, Raymond. Take
care.
care.
You as well, my friend.
Yep, see ya. Hey, Leo, by the way, if you want to join, you can just follow that email and send me an email, and I can invite you in too. Might as well. So yeah, so you're into Star Trek. Have you read this at all?
I haven't.
Oh, this has been so damn good. They've expanded the mirror universe and all that.
Okay.
Yep, from the chapters. Yep, and basically we get because remember we never got a mirror version of Next Gen, and here,
as far as I remember, no.
So here we basically follow Picard as he goes from the Stargazer to stealing the Enterprise. And then from there, and then from there, eventually after that, we get into the next mini that eventually leads into them finding out about the other universe, and they basically start to plan things out to be able to intercept the crew and steal the Enterprise. It doesn't go well, and then by the end of it all, Mirror Barclay, sneaks over, replaces regular Barclay, and tries to integrate with the crew, until they come looking for him and take him back. And now we have a current story going on called Mirror War, which is playing off of everything. Which is actually supposed to explain that, according from when I've talked to J.K. Woodward, who actually did the artwork for all this, he actually says that the whole part of the plan is to reveal how DS9, what they claimed about the Terran Empire being nothing, is not entirely true.
Okay.
They're trying to connect the dots and everything, and I love it for it. So yeah, how you been?
I take it that at least they're doing a good job in the writing.
Oh, it's Scott and David Tipton. So yeah, they've shown them to do great stuff. They're the guys who wrote the Star Trek Doctor Who crossover.
Okay.
You ever read that?
No, I haven't. But you, how do you like it? How do you like the?
How do I like this? Oh, it is damn good. It is so damn good. I mean, it is so clever. You could tell they put a lot of thought into it, like they've done on a lot of their work, and it just feels like I wish we saw this. Hell, while J.K. Woodward would be involved art-wise, someone else would then give us a mirror version of Voyager. And again, it's like, make this an ongoing.
Yeah.
Because I just love the mirror universes. It is so damn good.
Yeah,
So,
I remember.
Since you're a Star Trek fan, what was your cutoff point? TV and movies.
The original show, of course, the original Star Trek,
mm-hmm.
And DS9.
DS9 was your cutoff. All right. You didn't watch Voyager. You never watched Voyager.
I did watch Voyager. I also liked it. And I watched Enterprise.
But have you watched the current stuff?
No, I haven't.
You agree? Do you agree with my
reviews? Yeah, I have watched the reviews and I did start watching
Picard.
No, the other one, the new one, before Picard. Discovery, and the first 2-3 episodes, and I was like,
oh god, yeah.
The Klingons. well, the so-called Klingons are way different. And
Yeah.
do you remember?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, yeah, they made him so much of a MAGA, a right wing, that all that stuff. It's like, oh, screw you guys.
No, do you want to know which? Okay, in Star Trek DS9,
Mm-hmm.
do you watch? Do you
Oh,
saw it,
yep.
right?
I watched DS9. I watched DS9.
It was highly political. DS9.
Oh, and it did it right.
Yes.
Because it wasn't
Yes.
matching any it wasn't matching any modern politics, but it was political.
It was political, and do you remember the whole
The Dominion. All the stuff was the Dominion.
War? Yeah, the Dominion War, and
I
there was
love the Dominion.
a religious cult getting.
Oh, Bajor. Bajor was
Yes,
the prophets and everything.
And that was in the mid-90s, and there
Yeah.
was a lot of religious cult things going on in the United
Now,
States.
to be fair, though, they weren't a cult. Technically, Bajor was not a cult because obviously the prophets were real and everything. But I get what you mean, though. Some did get a little religious.
Okay, let's say it was the Vatican getting in politics as always.
Yeah.
It was a comparison. It was so good, and then
it was, and one of the best villains in Star Trek, Gul Dukat.
Yeah.
The fact that they went so far making him charismatic, they realized, oh crap, we did too good of a job.
Yeah, sorry, Robert, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, wait.
Well, actually, you know what, Hominus? I'm glad you came on, but I'm going to start wrapping up anyway. I'm sorry, dude. I'm starting to feel tired.
Don't worry, sorry. It's okay. Don't worry, it's okay. I mean, 3 hours.
I do appreciate you coming on. Oh, yeah. 3 hours. Yeah, it's all right. So thank you for coming on. Maybe next time.
Sure. You guys.
All right. Yep. And Leo, if you're still in the chat, take care.
Leo, yes. Take care.
Yep.
Robert.
Yep. Thanks you for. Yep. Thanks for helping me end close the show out.
It's all good.
All right.
Next time.
See ya. Yep. Next time.
We'll do this.
Yep.
Take care, everybody.